Mhm. Morning.
Good morning.
Hey, Cheryl, Jan, Life is a Gem, Ginger Locks.
Morning, y'all.
Yeah, morning, y'all. How you guys are doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Hey, Narnie. How you doing? I'll wait till a few more people come in before I make an announcement.
I'd be way better if this dog would not be in heat anymore.
Oh, God.
She's driving me to drink. For real. I can't. I just can't with her anymore. I
Oh,
can't.
what's she doing? What did she do?
She wants to go
Argue?
outside. Every 5 minutes she wants to go outside. Hi, Narnie.
She leaving her calling card for all the
I think so. Hey, vegan.
nasty
Cheryl.
dogs in the neighborhood.
Hey, Life is Jim and Life with Jen and Ginger Likes Mama. Yeah, she is. And I think she's waiting for her Prince Charming to show up. And I can't. It's worse than a 16-year-old daughter. I'm thinking. Yeah.
God.
She just, and if she's inside, she just stands there, stares at me, doesn't even blink and cries. And just,
Right.
like, let's go outside. Let's go outside. No, let's don't.
When she goes out for like a few minutes and then comes back in.
Oh, no, she wants to stay out there, but nobody wants to stay out there with her.
Oh, okay.
So they want to come back in. So she comes back in and then she cries because she wants to go back outside.
Oh, good God.
Yeah.
That would drive me crazy.
I'm going to install one of those doors, like a revolving door.
Right.
Or just a doggy door probably would do.
You like my flag in the background? I think it looks awesome.
Mm-hmm. I think they're all gorgeous. They're all gorgeous. Hey,
gorgeous.
Did you hear? I wondered why my husband was like sick this morning.
Oh, is he sick?
Well, he's playing like, you know how that goes.
Oh,
he's a man. So,
Yeah.
But I wondered why he was so sick. Turns out, first thing I see on Facebook this morning is that the Saints beat his precious Brady like 38-0. And I quietly giggled.
They got young.
And went, damn, your future husband's really not playing very well these days. What's up with him? Is he old? He keeps giving me these lists of excuses why he keeps losing. Like, oh, do you hear that?
Yes, I do. Your sister.
That's my sister. Yep. I'm going to mute for just a second. Hold on. When I can find my damn thing.
Okie dokie.
Be right back.
Okay. So how are you guys? How was your weekend? I was all alone. I've been alone. I was alone from Wednesday to Sunday. So hubby came home yesterday. And on Saturday, I got these nice, beautiful flowers, which I'll post on my community page when I get a minute. I got from my friends, my darlings, and they are so beautiful. And my husband said, "Who do you have a boyfriend or something sending you flowers?" Said, "No, just my buddies." So I will take a picture of them and I'll post them on my community page. They're just gorgeous. So that was a nice surprise. I've had kind of a rough week, so getting those flowers just really brightened my day. Um, but when they deliver flowers now, he knocked on the door, but very, very faintly, like I barely heard the knock. So I was on a call at the time and I went to the door and he just laid them on the step. So good thing he got the right address, because if he had gotten the wrong address, someone else would have a nice bouquet of flowers and I wouldn't have them. I don't watch pro football anymore since they can't respect the flag. My husband is the same. Life is a gem. Except that he does sneak a watch in every now and then, but he doesn't like that whole thing where they take a knee. He hates that. He absolutely hates it. And I don't watch football anyway, so yeah, I don't get involved in all that stuff. But I think it's disrespectful. I really do. Getting ready for my daughter's diabetic appointment. Okay, Ginger, if we're still on, come up on panel. We miss you up here, honey. I had a live stream. I can't remember if it was Friday night or Saturday. It might have been Friday night. Oh my God. I got the giggles. You guys need to go back and watch that stream. I got the giggles and I couldn't stop laughing. It was hilarious. I mean, it even makes me laugh when I go back and listen to it. And it was me laughing, but I don't know. I just, for some reason, hey, Shauna, hi, darling, beautiful lady. How are you this morning? It's really good to see you. I am on Top Chat. Why am I on Top Chat and not live chat? You know, when I go into a live anymore, I'm always on Top Chat. I have to, and then I will only see a few comments. And then when I turn it onto live chat, then I'll see all the comments. It's weird. I don't know what it is about YouTube anymore. Um, you'll have to ask her that. I don't know. Hey, tacos. Morning, morning, morning. Um, I'm okay, Shauna. Um, I'll talk to you about it later. I'm going through some stuff right now, but I will talk to you about it later. Uh, I don't know. Seriously, don't know why she's live at the same time. She's doing her own thing. I don't know if she's doing crime lives now but she's doing her own thing. So if you guys want to go over there, go for it. I keep doing my own thing. I asked where you were, didn't get an answer. It's all right. I was being trolled horribly last night, so I'm called names and yeah, so I'm done. Jen, I'm trying to learn. I'm going to be learning some stuff this week. Um, some of my friends are going to help us learn how to. I'm going to learn how to do some stuff on here because I need to learn some stuff on here. Hey, Carrie. Gosh, I haven't seen you in ages. It's so good to see you. We're fine. We're fine. We're just fine. Um, I'm trying to do something on here. Like I sent, I don't know if Smokey comes in here. I'm gonna have to ask him. I did send him an email yesterday. Um, and don't know if he got it. I just don't know if he got it. And I'm gonna have to ask him if he got it. Ooh, goodness. I lost myself. I want to get us back to feeling united. I'm going to do the best to be a part of the United States. Exactly, Shauna. I didn't get a notification that you went live last night, Carla. Oh, I didn't go live last night. I went live on Friday night and I went live on, hey, Kevin, how are you doing? Can everybody send out prayers for Keith? He lost his mom on election day, and I feel so bad for him. So please send out prayers to him.
Hi.
Hi.
That was a pretty tranquil transfer of power.
Oh, was it?
2 tacos. Shauna, beautiful girl. Kevin,
Actually, check
hey.
private chat for a minute.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know how to bring up Messenger at the same time. Anymore. I used to be able to do it, and now it doesn't work anymore. What the hell?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Would
Hey,
you
Carrie.
send a membership link? Carrie, I think I have it in my description. See if it works. I'm not sure if it works. If not, I'll go into my YouTube studio and post it in the chat. Here we go. Oops.
You know what? My bell for I've been finding this a lot lately. My little bell, the one that you click on when you subscribe, you can set it.
Uh-oh.
There's 3 different settings, and
Uh-huh.
there's one setting that that you get all the notifications. I just checked it.
Mm-hmm.
I've always had it on notifications. It's flipped to
Mm-hmm.
personalized, which it should not
Right.
be. It should be just send them all to me. So it's another thing, that YouTube is silly.
Oh shit. There I
What?
go again. Every time I try and do that, okay, here we go. Copy, Carrie. No worries, Carrie. Here you go. Here's the membership link. And I think, tell me if that's the right one. Uh, if it works. I think it worked. Hey, Misbehaving. Good to see you,
Good morning,
sweetheart.
Misty.
Misbehaving.
So is everybody getting ready for Thanksgiving and Christmas now? I like was thumbing through Facebook, and all I'm seeing is Christmas ads. I'm like, whoa, pump the brakes, man. We just got over um, Halloween. It seems like it's just going so fast.
Yeah, and it's going to be Thanksgiving, and my granddaughter's birthday is coming up, so I'll be going there for their birthdays. We bought the cutest doll for the little one that she loves dolls. You're welcome, honey.
What kind of doll? Like an American? What is it?
It's
American
not.
Girl doll?
It's the cheaper version. I'll show you later. But yeah, and then an outfit. And my husband said the outfit for the doll cost almost as much as the doll itself.
Isn't that
And
crazy?
he's like, I can't believe this freaking outfit cost almost as much as the doll
But
did.
I don't think our toys were any cheaper
Uh,
back in the day.
well,
I
I
mean,
don't
they look
know.
cheaper from here, but back then for what they were making,
Well, I don't remember paying a lot. Like, I can't remember what he said, like $24 or something for this little outfit for a doll.
oh, thank God,
I don't even
Missy.
pay that for myself half the time.
I know, right?
I'm cheap
Telling you
though
to
that way.
sponsor channel, no proper link. Oh no, if we can figure it out.
Oh shoot. Okay, hang on. Let me try this again.
When you go to your membership page thing,
Uh-huh.
I don't
Okay,
know.
hang on.
Sean
Maybe
was in Walmart
maybe
the
this
other
will
day.
work because I took it from. You try it again.
Scariest shit you've seen all
I
Halloween?
don't know what.
What's Christmas decorations?
Yeah, it takes me to the join button, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm on an Android, so I don't know how it works. I might have thrown because there's two different links for the join button, and I don't know why.
One's
Um,
for, isn't one for Apple and one's for Android?
I guess so, and I'm not sure if I'm sending the right one out. So just let
Just
me
do
know if that
eeny,
works.
meeny, miny, mo.
I know
Put them
because
both on
there's
there.
one on top and there's one on bottom, and I don't know which one to send out.
See, I
Time.
think right now I'm scared to watch the Hallmark Channel and the Christmas shows because I'm gonna miss 2020 so much. I'm just gonna cry. Not, not gonna happen. No.
Really? Oh, your Apple. So what does it do? Like I sent the link again. Does it take you to the join thing or not? Because then I'll copy the other one. Just let me know.
It takes me to there, so I don't know.
It takes you to, oh, okay. So let me see if I have to do the other one.
Because I'm an Android.
Okay, hang on. Yeah, and I am too. So, ah, I hate this. Oh, Lord. It's not
I
like
know,
it.
I know, Shauna. I'm not gonna lie. I love Christmas and I love decorating and I love all the scents and all that kind of stuff. Hey, Meerkat.
Fine.
Um, so there's that. But I do think it's so early. And if they've had it out, Miss B said it's been out since at Hobby Lobby since
Okay, here
September.
we go. Here we go. This might work, honey. Let me see if it works. Here. This is the other one. I don't I I don't know. I just don't know.
Yeah, it takes me to a totally different page. So maybe
Oh,
so.
I know some people have already got all their Christmas shopping done. I'm not. I haven't.
It takes me
I
to your
haven't even
members
started.
only video page, but that's not saying that it's not.
But I did the one link that worked for you, and this is the other link because there's two links on there, and I don't know. Hmm, I
That's
don't
your
know.
playlist.
What's it? Yeah. Why is it
Uh,
taking your playlist? I don't know. I seriously, I
you know
don't
what you
know.
can do though? We'll look for it later on and see if we can't you put it on your community page at some point.
I should put him on my about section.
Yeah.
Hang on, and I'll try to one more time. And this is the invite for members. Eh,
I agree, Shauna. I think there should be like this gradual progression up to, I mean, at least December 1st. Okay. So we can call it a day on Thanksgiving, like December 1st, and then start Christmas. That gives you a full 31 days. And if you're me, up until, I don't know, April to take your tree down. I
I
do.
told you the story about my brother, right?
Do I? No,
Did I ever tell you the story about my brother?
no.
He, when he was single.
Uh,
Yeah. Oh God, why can't I copy this link? Okay, this is driving me crazy. Not allowing me to. Oh, okay, maybe this.
46 more days till Christmas. I know. I can't wait, Miss B.
Okay, copy link address. Lord, this is like working. That's like working. Okay, see if that works. I don't know what else to tell you. I'm not. It's not working for me.
Now that one
Mine's
works for
working.
me, so I don't know.
So hopefully it'll work for you, Cherry. I'm gonna have to. What I'm gonna have to do is like put it in my about section so people can go there. I know people do that, but I don't know.
We'll test it out and find it.
Okay, my Christmas.
We'll
Can
go on the
someone with
hunt.
an iPhone in here see? Hey, Kevin, an iPhone in here see if it works for them. Like, cause I'm thinking it's because you have an iPhone, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, there's a separate one for
Doing
iPhones.
the same. Yeah. Yeah. Let me see. Let me just check. I'll try and work this. Oh, this is just share your own members' videos. I don't know what to do, what to tell you. Mm, I'm going to monetization, and it's not letting me. Ah, shit.
So what I want to do this year, honestly, because Dollar Tree and Dollar General have amazing Mardi Gras ornaments, like Christmas tree ornaments, no lie, and decorations. So I've been threatening to do it for like, I don't know, 20 years or something. But I want to take all my Christmas ornaments off of my tree and then decorate it for Mardi Gras and leave it up through Mardi Gras because the Mardi Gras trees are gorgeous. They're purple and yellow and green and so pretty. So yeah, and it's kind of the thing in Louisiana. And then I could go to their Dollar Trees and their Dollar Generals and they'll have even more stuff. I could just hop over to Lake Charles and say, go shopping.
Okay, this is it. This is I don't
Hey,
know
Evelyn.
what else to do.
A snowflake Christmas tree this year.
Hey,
That sounds
Evelyn.
beautiful.
Evelyn, it was so nice to see you on that other channel. Really nice to see you. I was in a channel with her the other night that the girl was reading tarot cards.
Oh,
It was
cool.
pretty cool. Yeah. I haven't seen her much in here. Evelyn, have not seen you much. So what's new with you, Mrs. D? I love Christmas. This year we will all be saying goodbye to
2020.
because I'm a
Because
snowflake.
you
Oh,
are
you're
not
a
a
snowflake?
snowflake.
No, you're not.
You told, oh, listen, we found the best tool. We're going to have to do that, Carla. We're going to have to get all the supplies together and we're going to have to do a craft show because
Oh yeah, we
we
should.
have found the 2020 door wreath.
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. All you need is what? Empty rolls of toilet paper,
Yeah. Get about what, maybe 10, 15 of those. Make
15
sure,
rolls of empty
make
rolls
sure
of
they
toilet
still have
paper.
some toilet paper coming off of
Oh
them. They
yes,
don't have to
they
be
have to.
cleaned off.
Or it's not a decoration. Hey, Kimberly Mikulski. How
Good
are
morning,
you,
Kimberly.
my dear? My dear, dear, dear. Nice to see you.
Someone was helping themselves to your bank account. See,
Oh, good
nothing makes me
Lord.
feel more violated and more angry.
Hang on a second.
Since we've moved back here, we've had to change our credit cards like 3 times because somebody has gone and gone shopping at Walmart, apparently. Thank God the bank caught them and we didn't lose anything, but it's just the thought that you don't know where it happens or when or who. It just happens. It's just, ugh. I think mostly gas stations. Let's see. Was a member before a few months. It was someone in the UK in Manchester. Wow. That's crazy. You're not ashamed of being a snowflake. That's good. I don't think anybody should, really be ashamed of the way that they believe or think. Yeah, my bank was really quick to call me. Well, they were real quick to shut my bank account down.
What
That's how I
happened?
that's how I get my notifications. I go to spend money and it's like,
Hey, Babe Beauty. Good
it's
morning. Good
it's
morning.
rejecting your card. I'm like, can't. There's too much money in there. No, ma'am, you're gonna need to call your bank. Then you call the bank and it's like, well, there's been fraudulent activity.
Mine was expired and I tried to use it and it's like it wouldn't take my card and thank God I had cash on me because I was at the grocery store and it kept rejecting my card and rejecting my card and finally I paid for it with cash and then I found out my card has expired. So all my memberships on here went away.
You
Um,
lost your Merkin, Kevin?
oh no. Oh no, I will let you know later, unless you want to type in there.
I am.
Um, Someone got my Ultra card and spent over $900. Holy cow, Meerkat. Idiot was caught. It was an employee back east, is what I was told. I was given a new card and didn't have to pay that large sum. Oh, wow. That sucks. Sorry, having a hard time watching the chat closely, getting ready for work. Okay. Um, where was that? Was that in Discord? Oh shit.
Mhm.
Say that.
Yeah. Dun, dun, dun. Lost your merkin. See,
Oh,
that's a bad thing to have happen before
working, you're
Christmas.
working.
But the thing is, though, Kevin, they probably have big merkin sales because it's
Mhm.
so close to Christmas.
So I'm gonna take a couple days off this week because I've got some things to learn about YouTube. Hopefully, I'm not a very good learner student. I don't catch on to things very quickly. I can no, 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 I shouldn't say that. I can catch on to doing like crocheting. Crocheting is my, yeah, thing I can learn how to do. I want to
I
try
still,
to win the election, but I know that it's out of our control.
I
Um,
just, it just makes me sad that there's just such chaos right now. But it's, you know what? I'm getting used to it. It's 2020.
oh my God. Can 2020 be any weirder? Like, lordy, lordy.
Ann Summers toys. What are Ann Summers toys, Carrie? They bought cakes. They went shopping. Well, I hope that they had a good day, and I hope they go to prison.
Hmm.
Just saying. Ulta card and spent $900. Meerkat. Idiot was caught. An employee back east is what I was told. I was given a new card and didn't have to pay that large sum. Well, thank God for that. What is wrong with people? They're cray cray. Vibrators. Really? Stop. Did they buy vibrators? Shut up. See, my bank would have assumed that was me and just moved on. Oh my God.
What was that? I missed it.
Well, that's when they took Carrie's card and spent over 300
Oh
pounds.
my God.
They went to a shop and I asked her what kind of toys because I thought they were Ann Summers toys. And I'm like, what are those? And she's like, vibrators or sex toys.
Oh my God, Carrie.
I can see
Oh, you
your
poor
husband, your husband was
thing.
gutted. I can see the bank people going, did she really buy that many sex? Yeah, yeah, that's her. Yeah, okay, just let it go. Go ahead and
Oh,
charge her account. Don't stop her account. That's her.
yeah, that's her. That's for those lonely, lonely nights.
Working over again, are you? Hmm. I know.
Right.
How many do you need? Dang. We needed new ones. New ones,
God,
like more
That's,
than ones.
that's so funny.
Oh my God, that's
Serious.
hysterical. Your poor husband.
Oh, seriously.
It's like spent over the dildo limit. That's like we were talking about buying clothes from, overseas places like
Right.
Wish and then some that are not really Wish, but I don't know. It just seems to me like if it comes from certain places, a 5X will fit a large chihuahua. It's like, do you
No.
even know 5X in the United States? Because,
Hey, look, I
yeah.
go for comfort now. Variety is important. I go for comfort. I don't care. I'm not going to be uncomfortable in my clothes. I'm not sucking my gut into one size or two sizes smaller than what I take. If you don't,
But
can't have,
Spanx. Spanx are great.
I have Spanx.
I know, aren't they great? I love them.
They're okay putting on. They're not okay when you have to go to the bathroom 15 times a day. You
You
have
know,
to pull
though,
them out and pull them in.
I'm going to
Pull them
say
out,
this, like
pull
our
them in.
mother's generation, okay, they wore girdles and they wore
Yes,
girdles
they
after
did.
they had babies. And I'm
I
just telling
remember
you,
my mom wearing one.
I think that their bodies held up better than ours because we didn't. I'm just going to throw that out there. Controversy. Go ahead. Talk about it amongst yourselves. Should we or should we not wear Spanx and or slash girdles after birthing babies just to kind of, support everything that's been destroyed by our ungrateful, hateful children. Okay. I mean, our precious babies, those things. Hubby wanted to convert our spare room into a
Been
dungeon
there,
before
done
my
that.
daughter came home. He was looking at swings. Shut up.
Nothing makes you feel like a monster more than when you buy
A
a.
6XL off of the way off of
I
Wish.
was trying to read that.
Put
I
it around your big toe. It
was,
is. It's like morally deflating. I swear. It's like
yes.
you might come out of your house a month later when your
Well,
6XL comes in the mail and you look at it and it's like, really? There's no one I know that could wear this.
or when you have fat pants that all of a sudden they fit you.
Oh, you mean like
You
now?
have skinny pants and like me, like now.
You need a nap after putting on Spanx. That
Well,
and a hose.
I didn't realize it because during the summer, you wear, sundresses and,
Well,
and then you try to put your jeans on. It's
yeah.
like, oh, no, I can't do this. I
Do
can't.
not do your hair or your makeup before you put your Spanx on because you'll
You
just
know,
be
after
redoing it
putting
all.
on Spanx.
Yeah, it's like a workout. You need a
It,
crowbar.
oh my God.
You need an
I
engine
must have,
lift.
well, I must have bought mine a little big because I didn't need a crowbar, but they were tight. It was like I had a stomach ache that day, and it's like, no, can't do this.
I know, and I'm wondering if they're even as sturdy as Spanx because they don't look like they are. They just look like they're glorified thick underwear.
See what they used to wear. They used to wear these girdles with the nylons that would clip on,
Uh-huh.
you
Oh, yeah.
know,
Yeah, yeah.
and the fishnet nylons.
Those were the
Oh,
days.
that's what Tacos is getting married in.
That's yeah, right?
Ah,
Now, listen, okay, so yeah,
ah.
Kevin, Barbie could wear those clothes. However, Barbie can't keep her freaking shoes on, and she would always lose them in
That's
that
true.
damn car, and then you never saw them again, like
Right.
the clear, sparkly ones that my sister and I fought over.
Oh my
You
gosh.
could either have the shoes or you could have the car. You had to pick. It was ridiculous, the deals we made over Barbies. And then I'd wake up the next morning, my Barbie's hair would all be cut in like this god awful bob. Mom,
I did
look
that
what she
too.
did to my Barbie.
I did it to my sister. That was horrible.
My sister would be right behind me.
Why
Does
we
that
would
Barbie
fight.
have your name on it? Well, no, it doesn't because she doesn't believe in tattoos. So just shut up.
They always took my sister's side, so
Yeah, me too.
that
And I'm
was
the baby.
always, yeah. That was always she was always right. I was always wrong. Kind of like you two, if you know what I mean.
Better not see one dress at that wedding. But what if Jen wants to wear a dress, tacos?
Yeah, she might.
I know a guy
I
who
don't think
loves
she does
pantyhose
though.
and garters.
Better not see one dress at that wedding.
Oh, be
Out
careful
there.
of those pictures. Be careful of
Yeah.
those pictures. My husband's even tried to do the whole
I
picture
know a guy
thing.
who loves pantyhose and garters. He would want me
He tried
to
to marry
wear that and let him take pictures. What a freak. I tried to
Yeah,
marry him.
yeah. I asked my husband if he was before I met him if he was an internet rapist, and he said no, and I cried for about 3 days.
Oh,
Why can't
geez.
you be, please? Tell me that you are.
Oh, you and him need to get a room like every other
I know,
day.
right? Right.
Seriously. Oh my God.
She would never wear a dress. What are you guys gonna wear? Y'all are gonna. It's gonna be so. I can't
You
wait.
have
I
Cindy
can't wait.
dolls? Did we have Cindy dolls
Cindy
equivalent to
dolls.
Barbie? I don't
No.
remember Cindy dolls. Spent a fortune on Barbie for my girl. I like the Barbies now. They are curvy.
Are
Yeah,
they making them a little
I
thicker?
think they're more politically they're not as skinny. I remember seeing this video of this one lady that got so much plastic surgery to look like a Barbie doll.
Yeah, that's creepy.
She had her waist cinched and oh God, I don't think I have a waist anymore.
Kevin, I'm so gonna do that for Christmas. I'm gonna buy her a Barbie doll,
Put it in a ponytail,
put
cut
it
it off, and leave
and
it.
leave it on her pillow and say, "There you go, bitch." Just leave her a little note. We would
Just like
laugh.
the Godfather.
Biker jacket, boots, and chains. There you go.
Oh,
Here-
really? Biker
What?
jacket, boots, and
Here's what I
chains.
want to know: is what are you gonna make Molly wear?
Oh my God, yeah.
I
I
mean, we talked about this. I'm thinking the thigh-high black patent boots, the skin tight pants from that
yeah,
Olivia Newton-John wore from
great.
Grease, a
I'm
bustier, a leatherish, a pleather bustier.
see, I'm thinking Molly actually wants to wear a robe like a real minister.
She probably
I'm
does, and
thinking
little
she
glasses
does.
that she puts on the end of her nose and looks over.
Yeah,
Her hair up in a
Molly.
stylish,
I could
messy
just see her
ponytail.
because she was so proud of that certificate and that little thing that I could just see her just wanting ordering a robe just so she could look like more like a
Right,
minister.
right.
But Tacos has banned her from doing that. Damn it. You should let her buy it
Not
just
even if
for
she
the
puts a pentagram on the back. Let her wear her fucking pajamas for all I care, right? I can see her with, and it'll have the little lacy, kind of tousled bow collar in white, right?
Oh my
And
God.
the little
I can
glasses down
picture
on
her.
the end of her nose with the updo with a little stylish, messy ponytail, right? With
Yeah.
some wispies hanging down. This is so Molly with bright red,
Oh,
um,
she can wear her effing
Chanel
pajamas.
lipstick, right?
Oh, I would like to see her in a robe.
And the satanic ritual robe.
She'll put her in the satanic ritual
Always
robe.
thought the Barbies say pull because it somehow gives the brand a bad image. They become valuable, right? Exactly.
I always buy the babies. They pull because it somehow
The
gives the brand a bad image. They become valuable.
right, the bad Barbies, the bad
The
girl
bad
Barbies,
Barbie.
the
The
spank me Barbie.
hmm
Why don't they have that one?
Well, what was that thing they had? Like, what was out like not too long ago that they were all like kind of dark.
I don't know, but didn't Barbie which couldn't she have a baby and stuff? Ugh.
I don't know, but I know that they have the kits that she's in the dentist chair and she's a doctor
If
and
she had the gynecologist.
I don't know about that, but you know what?
Even
I
has a
don't
table with
doubt.
little syrups.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, come on.
Oh my
It just,
God.
they have everything else.
That's gonna be culture shock Barbie, right?
Oh, yeah. I wonder if they'll have the masks now. You
They
know
probably
what?
did. I'm gonna have
For
to
the
look at
Barbies,
Walmart.
could make a mask for the Barbies.
Good morning, Brian St. John. What's
Hey,
up?
Brian,
What's up, dude? Barbie could have babies.
you
I
have a
know,
break?
right?
What do you
It's like
mean? Oh, you're on a break?
he's saying, you're gonna take a break? He's laughing at you like, no, you won't.
No, probably not. I probably go on, like if I do go on, it'll be in the evening or afternoon. Just this week, though. Next week I'll be back. I just need a little bit of a hiccup break.
Did Ken have an earring? What? Magic earring magic?
What, really? No. Your title.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Barbie has a convertible belly and there's I think a baby in there. It's like you just take it out and put it back in as you want. It doesn't work that way.
Okay, gotta go potty. I'll be right back.
Mhm. Okie dokie. Yeah. Ken, why didn't Ken ever have a house? Notice how Barbie had a house, but Ken didn't. Like, what? He's just going to shack up with her and live off of her. Just, putting it out there. You need a damn break. I know. Are you headed into work with your talking car? That car kills me. A crazy talking car. I think I'm going to get my sister a Barbie for Christmas just to be funny. I know, poor Ken. He's broke. He's cute and everything, but he's broke. Then there's that lump. We won't talk about the lump, but I'm just, putting it out there. I mean, I, for one, would not have dated Ken if he just had a lump. Two-tone hair. Really? It's worth $300 for two-tone hair? Where do you find it when they pull them, though, Kevin? This car can eat shit. Okay, Brian, have an awesome day. No, he didn't have a car, a Jeep, or a plane, or a job. Notice. I mean, at least you could lie and say Barbie was a model or something and make a red carpet out of some red ribbon or something and pretend like she was famous or whatever. You need to do a live one morning of just your car talking shit. Just set your phone down there and just let it roll so we can hear it. Crazy car.
I was talking. I was talking this whole time.
Brilliant.
I know.
We need a mute button for your car like Carla has.
Yeah. No, I was just saying, yeah, do a video on your car talking to you,
Right?
talking shit to you. Passed a message to Samara that I was asking after you all and why I had not been around. So going for now, sending all my love to each and every one of you. Love always. Okay, Carrie.
Take care, Carrie.
You take care. Thank you.
Oh, now they're barking at what? Who knows?
God,
My neighbor has two really pretty little pits that she walks in the mornings. So it's probably that.
this car talks way too much shit.
I gave 10 back then. Okay. You get calls from people that they're getting ready to pull the Barbies, the controversial Barbies. So that's what he does, is collect those that they're going to pull
Oh,
off the
well,
shelf
that's smart.
because people have complained about Barbie.
Maybe they'll be worth money.
Right.
That's what my son and my stepson does. Yeah, he goes to
Collect stuff.
garage sale. No, he collects video games and stuff that people don't want anymore.
Oh, yeah.
And the old ones like the Atari. Do you
Yep.
remember the Atari?
Oh, yeah.
And he has those in his store. He has a store, and you wouldn't believe the people that are interested in the old. And he collects all the games. Like he can sell you a whole game system, Atari game system with all the games.
Really? Like
Yeah,
Pong and Duck Hunt?
yeah.
My dad used to cheat so bad at Duck Hunt. It was pathetic.
Oh,
He
he's got.
he found out that you could take the gun and shoot at a light bulb, and you would hit the duck every time. So when we weren't looking and it was his turn, he would just take it and the lamp by his bedside. He would start shooting the lamp. Then he'd bring it back down after we turned around and looked or whatever, and then play like he was just shooting the ducks. And we'd turn back around and he'd shoot the lamp again. Sure enough, he'd win every time. Cheater.
But you wouldn't believe the people that want Atari game systems.
It's
Like
great.
the old, they sell the new ones, but the new ones are not anywhere near like the old ones,
No.
the original ones. And he's got a bunch of those original ones. And he says,
What's he selling them for? Do you know?
"Oh, I don't know, but he's making money off them. He'll buy them for like $25,
Yeah.
and the games are really cheap because no, it's people that want to get rid of them. But
Mhm.
he can turn around and sell them for hundreds of dollars. Like he
Right.
makes a lot of money on this. Like he said, you wouldn't believe the people that come in there looking for the Atari game system. I don't know why. Maybe because it's nostalgic, because they grew up with that game system.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I would
But
love to
yeah,
get one for my husband next
he
year's birthday.
Oh God, let me talk to my son-in-law. Or not my
Tomorrow
son-in-law,
is
my
his
stepson.
birthday.
Is
Tomorrow.
it?
Yes.
Oh.
Getting
So
so
what are you
old.
doing? What are you doing for him?
There's a company, and I don't know if you have it there, called, oh God, what is the name of it now? Um, Hang on. I'm looking.
That's the typing, guys.
That's me.
It's typing.
I'm looking to see. Um, Nothing Bunt Cakes. Okay. And for whatever reason, he has decided that he loves bunt cakes. I don't, doesn't matter what flavor, just bunt cake. I'm like, you understand that that's just like not one flavor. I mean, you can, it's just the pan, that's the bunt pan,
Mm-hmm.
and it makes
Yeah.
that pretty design.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Mm-hmm.
I love that. Like he just discovered them. I don't know where he's been under a rock, but so he was begging my mom to make him a German chocolate bunt cake.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they have this. And these bunt cakes from this company are off the chain. They are so good. So I was going to go get him a German chocolate cake from that company and a bottle of his favorite cologne, which he's not had in forever.
Hmm.
So I'm going to go get him that. And that's it. What does he need? He's got a truck out there. He's got a toy. He's
Yeah,
got
that's true.
every tool on the
Are you
planet.
going to make him a special meal, though?
I don't know.
That took too long to answer.
It's hard enough to have to get in the car and go pick up a cake from a store where they made it. Jesus,
Right?
you want me to work for this? I
Yeah.
don't know. I might. He did buy ribs and he bought a roast. So I may take that out and cook it for tomorrow.
I was talking about the beautiful flowers I got on Saturday.
They are
Thanks, nice.
beautiful.
I'm going
Beautiful.
to post some. I'm going to post a picture on my community page.
I got some too, and they're beautiful.
I know.
Sweet, sweet friends.
Yes, we do.
Sweet friends.
We have very, very, very good friends.
Don't you
People are
love
even
it?
looking for
Have you ever
people
eaten
are
anything
looking
from
for
there?
VCRs now. I know. And that's his store. What's that? Have I ever eaten?
Yes, you do. Shauna, if you could just come over and jump out of the cake with your pasties and Jeep, he would be
With
forever
your
grateful
fingerless gloves on.
with your fingerless gloves.
Yes. He'll yeah.
Have you ever eaten
He'll
anything
take
from their tacos? From the Bunt place?
what? It's an actual like
They have
what? Like
miniatures.
a
They're like cupcakes. They're miniature Bunt cakes, and then they have
oh yeah.
the real size. But their recipes are just off the hook. They're so good.
I used to watch those shows on on the Food Network where they would go to bakeries and stuff, and some of the stuff they make in there, so good. And there was one show, it was all about cinnamon buns. Oh my God.
Hmm.
Oh,
That does sound good this
so
morning.
good. Oh, yeah, I know. With a cup of coffee, a cinnamon bun and a cup of coffee.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep. Sounds good.
it does, doesn't it?
I'm starving. Why you want to make me hungry?
Oh, because I'm a bitch.
I know. There's that.
Haven't
You
you
haven't.
heard? Haven't
You
you
need
heard?
to.
Extra, extra, read all about it. I'm a bitch.
You need to. That should be your wedding cake. You need to call these
Yeah, it
people
is. Yeah.
because it is amazing.
So
Delish.
I
And it's
wonder
like,
how much it costs.
well, let me look. Da-da-da-da-da.
I wonder if we have any around here. Okay. What's it called again?
Nothing Bunt Cake.
Nothing bunt cake. Nothing bunt
Uh-huh.
cake.
Let's see, I could do this
Cakes.
tomorrow.
Oh, you can order them online.
Yes.
Ooh. Ooh.
Let's see, menu. They have, oh my gosh, special occasions, birthday
Oh,
cakes.
it's just in Texas.
Is it?
That's what it's saying to me.
Sorry. Once again,
Damn
you already
it.
polluted.
Wonder if, yeah, I bet you if you ordered it and had it, sent to you, it would cost an arm and a leg.
Let me look at the birthday cakes.
A dozen buntinis.
Buntinis. That's what they're called, buntinis.
Buntinis.
So what
For,
flavors?
for a dozen, it's $18.50. That's expensive. Wow.
How much?
$18.50 for a dozen buntinis, which would last probably not even a day in my house.
Right?
Oh,
20
you know
minutes.
what I do want to make though? I want to make uh, an apple cobbler. I do.
An
After
apple
seeing
pie.
Jen's the other day, oh my God, I am so
It does sound
craving
good.
that. It's so good.
I'm looking at birthday cakes.
No wedding cake, and they're done that. Oh, were you married before Tacos? I didn't know Tacos was married before. Really didn't.
Okay, so if I do, okay, so the selection. Oh my God. Freaking whatever. Okay, flavor. They have carrot, chocolate
Mm.
chip, classic vanilla,
Ooh,
confetti, gluten-free chocolate chip cookie, lemon, marble. They don't have, they have pecan praline, pumpkin spice, red velvet, and white chocolate raspberry. They do not have German chocolate. So, you know what?
but
Not happening.
chocolate chip sounds good though.
Yeah, but he specifically wanted, you know.
And besides, Jen and I would be fighting over who gets to be the groom. Oh yeah, there's that. I still would love to see Molly in one of those robes. I don't know why, with her little cleavage hanging out. I don't know. That's just me. I'm weird. I'm weird like that.
That makes me sad that they don't have German chocolate. Why would you not have German chocolate?
I don't know.
That's just
Can't you
plain.
make one? Just buy the pan and make a German chocolate cake.
Well, I already have a pan. I'm just going to make one, but I just figured
Yeah,
that theirs would be better than anything. So, but guess what? No, it wouldn't because they don't have the right flavor.
there you go.
Yep, no
Yeah,
wedding
she
cake.
was married, but it wasn't legal. Oh, I see. I didn't know that. See, we learn things about people every day. I don't know if you were in the chat. You weren't in the chat the other day, but Keith, the Keith that comes in here all the time,
Uh huh.
he lost his mom on election day.
Really, I did
Hmm.
not know that.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I am sorry about that too. That's tough.
I wish my first one wasn't legal pink tacos.
Yeah, me too. Except, I don't regret my first marriage only because of my kids.
I wonder if they will do a special order, Shauna. That's a good question.
Yeah, they might. They might. If you called them and asked them.
The only
Probably cost you more though.
the only thing that they you can edit options on is the frosting. So you can do signature frosting petals, drizzle frosting, which is beautiful, and then light drizzle frosting. And no frosting. What kind of silly person would not want that frosting? Because it's the cream cheese.
Ugh,
And it's so freaking good.
I know. I love cream cheese frosting, especially. I don't. My favorite cake, and Cindy's going to do this on her channel. She's going to do a banana coconut cake. But
Oh man,
my favorite cake is carrot cake.
I love carrot
I
cake.
love carrot cake with cream cheese icing. I
Mm.
never put the nuts in mine. Because there's nut allergies in my family, but with crushed pineapple and stuff, that's so good.
Yep,
So good.
I love carrot
So good.
cake.
Me
I love
too.
pumpkin. I love
Pumpkin. Yeah,
oh,
pumpkin is almost the same as carrot.
banana bread.
Yeah. But so she's going to do a banana coconut cake. I think she called it, what did she call it? Does anybody remember? Do you remember, Jen, what she said she called it? Because I never heard of it. Oh, hummingbird cake, she called it.
Oh,
A hummingbird cake, which I
that
had never heard of.
that sounds good.
But she said it's got bananas and coconut in it. So
That does sound good.
I would never stop laughing if she wore a robe. That's what I mean.
No, tacos will be wanting to know what's under the robe. That's the thing.
I
I've
was
never
taught,
seen a German chocolate cake at the Bundt store. No, I'm gonna have to go like rogue on this one and do it myself.
Hale, are you from Texas? They say they've never seen a German chocolate at the bun store.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying. I'm gonna have to go rogue and do it myself. German cobble.
54 to
What?
$76
54 to
online
76
for
bucks.
German chocolate bun cake. Ooh, crazy.
So now
Wow. And just think, I mean, you could make one for what, a tenth of that price? You made it by hand,
at least.
not even.
Mm-hmm. Let's see.
Lordy, lordy.
They've got little things on all kinds of recipes. Easy German chocolate bundt cake recipe.
I always go for the easy shit on. I always go when I type in like something in on YouTube for a recipe, I always type in easy because I don't like doing, I'm not a good baker. There's too
I
much
love
measuring.
baking. I love baking.
No, I don't.
That's what
That's
my
why I
kids.
like that apple cobbler because it was so easy. It wasn't a lot of measuring. I mean, it was one, you know, a stick of butter and you know what I mean? Like it
Making
was
it.
easy.
See, and he bought butter, like real butter. So I think it's a hint. He's like, I want my cake.
Do you make it every year?
No, I've never made it for him.
Oh, you're in the Midwest? Okay. I've never heard of it, to be honest with you. I've just never heard of it.
What the
But then
bundt?
I never heard of Whataburger either.
Well, no, because it's a Texas thing.
Right.
We let Dr. Pepper out and look what happened. Now there's a bunch of addicts. They're all having to go to therapy
I
because
used
they're addicted to Dr. Pepper.
There was a place and it was like a small restaurant and I used to get cheeseburgers there all the time and I've never found a cheeseburger that tasted as good as that one when I was a kid.
Was it a mom
At
and pop?
Walmart. Huh?
Was it a mom and pop?
It was like a mom and pop little tiny hole in the wall restaurant. Um, and I've never found a cheeseburger that I liked as
Did
much
you
as that one.
did you ever watch Saturday Night Live?
Yes, all the time.
Okay, you remember Dan Aykroyd and Belushi used to do that thing about the cheeseburger, 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 and it was a Greek restaurant or whatever. And it was like that cafe, and they would scream at the people, and he would like hack things up with his samurai sword or
Oh,
whatever.
yeah.
That actually is based off of an actual restaurant. Well, it's not there anymore because I checked when we went over to Lake Charles, but it was in Lake Charles, downtown Lake Charles. It was based off of their
Really?
restaurant. They were Greek, and and they were very funny. Yes, they were very loud, and they would yell back and forth to each other and stuff. But it was based off of that.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Do you ever hear about that restaurant where the waitresses are rude to you? Just it's
Yes.
like yeah, you know, that's their thing is the
Yes.
waitresses are really rude to you.
That's really
I
weird.
would love to go there.
I want to work there.
I know you would be perfect. I would be perfect.
I like the ones where they throw the rolls at you.
I don't know that one.
I can't remember
I
where
don't
that
know that
somewhere
one.
in the South, but they throw rolls at you.
They throw them.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
it
Can you
dynamite?
imagine being a new customer and just being like, what in the hell is going on? I mean, you just think that you're going to a regular restaurant and the waitresses are cussing you out and they're throwing rolls at you or whatever. That would be
Have
nice.
you ever been to the Texas Roadhouse?
Yes,
Like
but I went to one long before Texas Roadhouse came out. There was a crawfish company in Lake Charles, and
Mhm,
you had boiled peanuts in
right.
the shell, and you would
You
throw
could
the
just
peanuts
throw the
on the
peanuts
floor.
on the floor, yeah.
Yeah, and I couldn't do it. I could not.
I couldn't either. You know what? I couldn't either.
My
I
mom is
just
gonna be
couldn't.
looking somewhere on a camera watching me do this shit
Saying,
and come out and
where
thump
were
my
you raised in a barn? I
right
could never do it. My husband didn't have a problem. He'd eat the peanuts and throw the shells on
on
the
the
floor. He
floor.
goes, "Well, everybody does it." I said, "I know, but I can't. I was
Well,
thinking,
if everyone was jumping off a branch,
yeah,
you can
I
hear
know. I
ready
was
to go.
thinking if someone did that in my home, I would freaking throat punch them. You
Dick's
know,
Last Resort. Is that it? Where they yell at the customers?
I don't know,
Dick's Last Resort.
but that's
Looking
kind
it
of
up.
cool.
See what it says. What is Dick's Last Resort? It's a bar and restaurant chain in the United States known for um hang on, known for its intentional employment of obnoxious staff and funny shenanigans. The chain consists of 17 restaurants. What? It's catching on. The restaurants had its origins in Dallas with the original owner, Dick Chase's opening of a fine dining restaurant in 1985.
Oh my
The
God.
establishment was a complete failure, which resulted in bankruptcy. Rather than continue with the upscale restaurant motif, Dick resorted to, uh, wait, retooled his efforts and decided to go sloppy. Dick's
Wow.
likeness is still featured on their t-shirts and promotional materials. The end result was a success, leading to the creation of more locations. In 1995, the company attempted to expand to Europe and open a restaurant in London, but the effort was abandoned and the restaurant was sold in early 1996. It's now owned by Deja Vu, a large entertainment and restaurant conglomerate, and the concept has expanded to dozens of states.
Wow.
They teach their servers to be obnoxious. In addition to the staff, the decor is considered to be wacky. The restaurant uses picnic style tables and paper tablecloths. Patrons of Dick's are expected to be insulted or placed in uncomfortable situations. Adult bibs and large handmade paper
Oh,
hats are given to
stupid.
diners to wear during their stay. There's no napkins. They are generally thrown at the customers by the serving staff. I want to go eat there.
I do too. But I know I think I seen that on diners, drive-ins, and dives. I don't know. I know I saw it somewhere. I might have been on another channel. I don't know. Lambert's Cafe.
Look,
Oh,
I wanna go with tacos. I wanna go eat at Dick's
oh
with
my
tacos
God.
because I
Yes.
wanna see her give as good as she gets.
She would too.
I think that she would have the staff running back to the kitchen in tears. I quit. I've met the ultimate customer. She's
I
me.
know. I met the customer that I can't.
Either that or tacos and the waitress get arrested for brawling on the floor, hair pulling, name calling.
I don't know, but from the sounds of the way she talks about Jen, I think Jen might be the
Jen
worst.
would probably
Worst.
be the one.
Yeah, I think she'd like be brawling. I really do.
Tacos would be off in the corner going, I'd cuff her
But
if I were
she,
y'all. I'd cuff her. She needs to go down to the station. Then
she
Jen
let her
could have
sit in
dinner.
jail overnight.
Then Jen could have dinner in peace. Not Jen. Tacos could have dinner in peace.
There's all kinds of weird restaurants. There's one in Japan, I think it's in Japan, where it's completely dark
Oh
and
God.
you can't see anything. So they lead you to your table and you sit down and
Well, what if they like feed you fingers or something
well,
weird?
no, here's the thing that you don't get, they only serve one thing. Or no, someone phones you bring your party to the restaurant and
Okay.
the whoever brings you there uh orders the food. Because so they bring you to the table and
So
it's
you don't know
completely
what you're
dark.
getting.
It's completely dark and you have to eat whatever they put in front of you. And you have
Hell
to guess,
no.
you have to guess what you're eating. They don't tell you what you're eating. You guess what you're eating.
Nope.
So it's like, yeah,
Couldn't
this,
do it.
yeah,
Couldn't do it.
on me neither. And it's so dark in this restaurant that you literally have to be led to the table. And
Nope.
then they sit you down. Like, how would you even get, like, it's so dark, you can't even see, like, you can't even see your food to grab it, to eat it. That's how dark it is.
You'd be like eating off somebody else's
Oh
plate,
my God. Yeah.
eating the salt shaker. I mean, who knows, right?
Who knows? Yeah.
I don't know if they have those over there, but I'm just saying
They have the weirdest things though over there. I
that's
think
funny.
it was a show I was watching. It was the weirdest restaurants or something. That
Concept
was one of them.
restaurants.
Yeah. And I think there was another one where you're put into a jail cell, and that's the restaurant. You're in a jail cell. It was like a bunch. I
How
wish those shows
crazy.
on when the Travel Channel was about travel, traveling to different places. Now it's really paranormal. I mean, that's all it is on the Travel Channel anymore.
I'm not complaining.
I'm not either because I love paranormal shows, but I'm just saying when the Travel Channel was the Travel Channel, it was all about like my
Lambert,
favorite show
yeah.
was,
Elle said Lambert's Cafe. That's the one where they throw the rolls, isn't it?
Hey Heim,
Hey, Heim.
nice to see you.
I think that's the one where they throw the rolls. I don't
Uh,
know how I would react if someone threw food at me in a restaurant.
so what happens if it lands on the floor? Do they just throw it out? It kind of
I'd be
seems
like,
like a waste. Just wanted to
they
say hello
probably
to
expect you
everybody.
to pick it up and eat it, which is even
Well, hello to you, Heim. Thank you
that's
for coming in. Y'all have an amazing day. You too.
you too, Heim. That's, we need to come up with a funky restaurant gimmick.
Well, yeah. Why
We
don't we
start our
open
own
a
restaurant.
restaurant and we'll get a gimmick and
Wouldn't
yeah.
that be fun?
Mhm.
That would be fun, but I don't know what we would do.
I don't either. I don't know. I mean, everything's probably been done.
They say though that being a restaurateur is a nightmare.
Yeah, I've
I mean,
managed in a restaurant and it's not a fun job.
no, especially not now with like Yelp or whatever it is,
Hmm.
where they can go on there and they could just absolutely trash you. It's just like, great. Thanks.
My mother was the worst customer ever. I don't know. She just always found something wrong with everything.
See, my brother-in-law and sister-in-law are that way, and it's usually to get
Oh
the price
God.
off of the ticket, and it's
And if
like,
you've ever been a
why not do
waitress,
that?
that's the worst thing.
I mean, like we ordered when we first got back down here. There's a new Cajun place down the street, and it's just a mom and pop hole in the wall. Really good food though. And I mean, they had a point, right? So we ordered boudin balls, and they were very small. They were like really tiny hush puppies, and they were charging outrageous. I mean, it was crazy. Which my thing is, okay, we just don't go back there, right? Or if we do, we don't order those because we know they're going to be ridiculous. They went on for like 3 days until they got their money back. I'm like, seriously? But you ate them. You ate them. But your complaint was they were too small and they cost too much. But you ate them. So um, I don't know. I just have a hard time with giving people money back when they consume whatever and then complain about it and then want their money back. It's like, really? I don't know. Hey, LaDonna. What you doing, honey?
La Donna,
Driving them
driving.
babies?
I'm still waiting for that video with the tiny houses.
I know.
Can't wait till she does that video. I'm moving to Texas when I buy my tiny house.
Come on.
I am. And then I'm going to go, first thing I'm going to do when I get there is go to Whataburger.
I think that's what we need to do. Win the lottery and build a tiny house city. Just
Yes.
incorporate, like
Oh,
have your own
yeah. There you
city.
go. Win the lottery, build a tiny house community, and rent out tiny houses to people.
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of people like them. Rent to own tiny houses. I
Rent to
wouldn't
own tiny.
just rent them. I'd rent to own tiny houses.
How much would you sell a tiny house completely done for?
Completely done with the
Furniture?
appliances and furniture and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
I probably around 65,000
For real.
for real, because I would do quality workmanship and quality appliances and quality, everything. I don't want a tiny house that's going to float away,
Do you know how much my mom and dad spent? Let's see, we moved into that house in 75. I don't know when it was built, probably in the 50s,
Mhm.
but in Nashville.
Mhm.
It was about 3,500, between 3,500 and 4,000 square feet,
Oh, I know.
$40,000,
Oh, I know. I know.
which I'm sure back then was like 400,000, you know. I
Right.
don't know the comparison between money then and money
Oh,
now, but that's insane.
well, the thing is, like, you have to think about the materials, the appliances. If you built one, that was completely furnished with all the appliances, you know,
Solid wood floors, not
oh yeah,
plywood,
not anything cheap.
particle board.
A particle board, um, yeah, and a trailer to move it because people sometimes want to move.
Well, that's the thing of tiny houses, isn't it? Where you can just hook
You
up an
just pick up and move. You have to
F-250 and
get
you're down the road.
special permits and stuff, but still, and they're not allowed in certain communities. You have to have special permission to put them in certain pieces of land, parcels of
That's
land.
crazy. That's when you win the
I know.
lottery and buy your own
Well,
land.
and the reason the whole tiny house community started was because people couldn't afford traditional houses,
Yeah.
you know, and a lot of people wanted to downsize. Like I would love to downsize, really would. But one thing, you have to have your own thing, what you want. Like I would want like proper appliances. But as far as like 5 sets of dishes, no, I don't need that. Or you know what I mean?
Yeah, mom bought another set.
I know, Christmas set.
I told her I was putting her in a nursing home, and she said, "Well, you can after Christmas when I get to use my new dishes." I'm
Well,
like,
and
"I
also she
can't."
said, well, who's going to buy dishes?
Right? No, that was a chili.
Oh, the chili. Oh,
Yeah,
who's
she
going to
made
make chili?
well because
Oh,
she texted me and told me she was making James some chili. Well, since I don't know any Jameses, I said, "I'm putting you in a home." She said, "Well, who will make the chili?" And I'm like, "You got jokes. You're cute." She's so funny. I can't with that woman.
so damn
She
cute.
is not well, and then she bought
Adorable.
her dog, um, this harness, and it looks like it's commando. Like, I think you could launch missiles off of it. It's kind of robust. And so Mike looked at it, James, whoever he is, looked at it and said, "Did she seriously buy this for this dog?" And I said, "Yeah, she did. And she wants you to go find another one because she doesn't like it." He said, "I'm not. She needs this one. It's perfect." I'm like, "No, it's not." 40K in the 80s equals about 130K today. Wow. So see, yeah. So uh I tried to put it back on her. He took it off of her. I don't know why, but he did. And it's a contraption. So I have no clue. So I just handed it to my sister this morning. So tell her to figure it out because I've got nothing. But I told her that we would go today or tomorrow and look for another one. We'd take her to PetSmart. She can go shopping with us. That will make my mommy happy. So that's what we'll do.
Did you fit her for a harness? I'm sorry, I wasn't in the room.
Hell no.
I
We
thought
did
you were
not.
saying you promised her you were going to do that yesterday.
I lie a lot. I'm just saying. You know that.
Oh, 40,000 in the 80s equals to about 130,000 today.
In money, not real estate. I wonder what real estate would be with it. I know how much it sold for recently. It wasn't 40K. It was obnoxious. I don't know. I don't know how. mm. Here's my thing though. Anything you sell, I don't care what it is, anything is only worth what someone's willing to pay for it at the end of the day. I mean, so like when people buy homes and think, oh, this is an investment. Well, it is, unless you spend 300,000 for it and 10 years down the road, nobody will pay $300,000 for it. They'll give you 150. So then is it an investment? Not so much. I'm thinking. So I don't know. Where did you go, Carla? Did you
I
fall off?
freaking forgot I was muted again. Hey, Jason.
You're so silly. Mm,
Hello, Jason. Hello.
I'm still trying to think of
No,
a restaurant.
I'm talking and I'm like, do they hear me? And then I look down, I'm like, muted.
You're muted.
Trying to learn how to not interrupt.
I
A really hard concept for me.
don't think we're that bad at it, to be honest. When you get 17 people on the panel,
Well, yeah, that then it gets a little
it's a little
wild.
nutty. Yeah,
Yeah. But sometimes, it gets hard.
it does. It definitely does.
Even when you go into a stream when there's like 8 or 9 people or no, let's say 6 people on a panel and they're all over talking each other. It's hard.
Let me go let
It's
my
hard on the
puppies in.
host.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Money, not real estate. Yeah. But that's life. It's everything goes up, nothing goes down, except cars. The value of your car goes down all the time. Like, I don't even know what my car would be worth now. It probably be worth half, and I've only had it for a year and a half, so it'd probably be worth half of what I paid for it, what we paid for it. But I love my car. I do. I love my car. We don't drive it a lot, but it gets me where I'm going. It's my baby. It's my baby. I don't even allow my husband to drive it. Very seldom, unless it's at night. At night driving, and I'll let him drive it, but not during the day. During the day, that's my baby. I don't let anybody smoke in it. So there's no smoking in my car. Because I don't want it to smell like cigarette smoke. So uh, even if I smoked, I wouldn't smoke in my car. But yeah, that's just me. But yeah, so I wanted to tell you all that I'm probably going to take a break for mornings this week. And if I go live, it'll either be in the afternoons. I'll set a reminder or whatever, or a set time, and it'll be either be at night in the evening or just for this week because I just need a break for this week. There's a lot of stuff going on in my personal life that I would like to just think about myself for, a week. Not that I don't love you all, because I do. I love you all to pieces. So I don't want you to think it's because of anything in here or on YouTube. It's not, has nothing to do with YouTube. It's just I needed a little bit of a break. And my granddaughter's birthday's coming up, so we have to be going there. They're having a birthday party at a roller skating rink, which I'm not looking forward to that. Last time I went there, I fell on my butt. Oh my God, it hurt so bad. It was funny though. It was funny. So that's their big thing this year is they're going to, and the little one, the little baby, and the older one are going to celebrate their birthdays together because one was born in the beginning of December and one was born in the end of November. So they're both having their birthday parties together, which I think kind of sucks. I really do, because I think, you know, hey, dork. I hate saying dork. Dork sounds like such a dorky name. Understand you need to take care of you too. Thank you so much. I just don't want you guys to think it's any big deal. It's just a week of just getting away. And maybe I'll go live in the afternoons or evenings and just, come and chit chat. Because there's some people actually a lot of people that can't go on in the mornings because either they're working or they're going to work or they're at work or whatever. So I'll let you know. I'll let you know because I'll always put a reminder up if I'm going to go live. But I've got there's some things I want to learn um, about things I want to do on YouTube. I agree. I hate a shared birthday unless it's twins. Yeah, and that's why I kind of was like a little iffy about them sharing their birthday together because they got a whole set of different friends because one's older and the other one's like a baby. To me, she's a baby, and they're sharing their birthday party together. So I'm kind of like, hmm, I'm like iffy about that. And it's so close to Christmas. Now we got to think about Christmas presents and all that shit. So that's
Oh, we didn't really have birthday parties growing up.
didn't you? Oh,
I
I
think
was
I had one.
really.
Yeah,
Well,
and
that's because you hung out with thugs, you know.
yes, that's true. That's true. We were off robbing houses and shit.
Yeah, you're off road. You know, yeah. I had friends that at 8 years old that robbed houses. So,
Right. Yep, yep, yep.
no
There's that.
wonder they didn't want those. They would case your house. Why would they want you to have a birthday party?
Right, right. They're writing down all the shit they want to steal.
Right?
Hmm.
Seriously.
Yeah, I wouldn't want shared birthdays.
Oh, you're a dork. I don't believe that, dork. I said I didn't like that name, dork, because I hate calling someone dork. Well, unless it's you. You're a dork, but
You know,
I get
um,
away with that. Sometimes. Sometimes. Not all the time.
happy.
Happy you guys made up. You, Carla, and Miss D are really good friends. Makes my heart happy. I know some won't make up, but some friendships are worth fighting for.
I agree.
I absolutely agree. And we were real life friends. And, you know, it hurt our hearts to lose a good
Yep.
friend.
But not no mo.
No, no more.
I fell into a uh Gwen Stefani rabbit hole last night.
Oh no. Oh yeah, that's right. You were talking about
Because
her.
I didn't really follow her when she was um whatever the name of that, No Doubt and all that stuff. I never really followed her back then. But I've always thought she was really pretty. She's gorgeous. She's sickeningly gorgeous, like Marilyn Monroe gorgeous. Ugh, I can't with her. And I don't think she's ever going to get old. That's what's creepy. But I think it's because she laughs a lot. That girl can laugh. Let me tell you. But yeah, I did. I fell into that. Watched a bunch of her videos that I've never seen before, and kind of halfway, sort of oddly felt ashamed. I don't know why, but I did. The sweet dork. I wrote the server's positive sayings and a rose. They loved it. That's very sweet. That is very sweet. Where did you, Carla?
I'm here. I'm listening.
Uh huh.
What? What would you do without me?
Hmm.
Would you miss me?
You
Seriously,
know,
would you miss
let me
me?
think about that. Let me think about that for a couple of
Would
days.
you guys miss me if I didn't go live in the mornings? Press one.
Put a one in the
I'm me
chat.
trying to make myself feel better.
Put a one in the chat.
I'm a sweet dork. Last night at work, I wrote the servers positive sayings and Rose with they loved. Aw, it's not sweet.
That's sweet.
Yeah, it is. It's really sweet. One time when I was working as a bartender, and this is when I met my husband, I was working as a bartender and I gave, oh, thank you, Jen. Thank you, Narnie. Um, I worked as a bartender and I went out to the Dollar General and I got these fake roses.
Love you
And
too.
so it was Valentine's. Did I say Valentine's Day? Um,
I think so.
oh, thank you guys. Oh, Ashley says no. Okay, so
That's okay.
yeah, that's fine. So I gave woman that was in the bar, at the bar, a rose and a little tiny Valentine's card.
Uh,
And my husband was there that night, and that's the very first time we met. And he asked me for a date that night, and we have been together ever since, almost 18 years later.
that is too
He
cute.
just thought it was so sweet that I did that for all the just the ladies, just the ladies,
That is sweet.
just the ladies in the chat.
And
They're
then
in
the
the
girls
chat,
that used to sell roses, because down here the big thing is they sell roses at the bar.
right?
Um, and it's usually a dance place too. Um, how would you know?
Dear Ashley, how would she know?
But they made a killing. Those girls that would sell the roses at the bars
Uh-huh.
made bank.
Yeah, I just did it because I thought, and some of the girls that were at the bar said, my husband didn't even get me flowers for Valentine's Day.
But my
This is what
bartender
it is.
did. There
But
you
my bartender gave me a rose.
go.
But so he said he thought that was really sweet. So he asked me out on a date, and he asked me on a date to go watch freaking race car racing. Race car racing,
Yeah,
and
NASCAR.
NASCAR. Yeah, NASCAR. That's what it's called.
He took you on a
Yeah,
hillbilly date?
for me.
Yeah. Did
Yeah.
you go, did you go watch that?
Yeah. So I watched that, and he told me to pick the car that I liked. So he showed me all the cars that were going to be in that race. So I have, what am I going to say? What did I say?
I'm not really
Oh,
sure.
so he told me he'd show me all the cars that were going to be in that race. And so I looked at the race and I picked a green car because my favorite color is green. And that's the car that won and on that date.
Really? See, my sister used to win stuff like that when we went to like horse racing and stuff.
Uh-huh.
She would always win. Used to make me so frustrated.
Right.
Yep. I sent you a rose, Ashley. I hope you have a good
There
day.
you go. She got a rose.
I'm listening while I do my chores. She would miss the crap out of you,
Who would?
Shauna. I know, right?
Aw.
That's so
Thank you, Shauna. I love you. I don't talk shit on people. So I guess that's what you need to do on here, but I'm not going to do it.
well. She won like the Daily Double. So, like in the Daily Double, the first two races, I think it was, you had to pick the winners of both races, and she would like win this every time. I'm like, you make me ill. Why? I don't know why she hadn't won the lottery, because she used to win that all the time, the Daily Double. And like, so you double whatever you bet. So like if she bet $2, that's 4. So she'd win 8, or more like 88 or some shit like that. Some obnoxious amount. And Dad would give it to her. I'm like, it's illegal. She's too young. She's a minor. It's okay. Everybody needs a rose to have a
Yes,
happy.
they do. And that's what I did. Well, not to the guys in the bar. I just gave it to the women, the ladies that came in.
Yeah.
That's okay, Ashley. Don't
Nobody
worry about it.
Nobody ever gives flowers to guys. Don't you think they need flowers?
No, but I didn't want that night. It was just about the ladies. Carla, you've come a long way. You would say something, but leave drama. No need to be in it. Nope. And I'm
Exactly.
not. I refuse to be in it. Nope. I don't care what's said about me. I'm done. Done.
We don't belong to that community anymore. We are
No,
not a stale donut.
we are in the stale donut community.
You
We
look
do not
that
associate with the drama community.
name.
People want to talk shit on me. That's on them. It is what it is.
Yep.
But I do want to learn how to do some things on here. And I think I'm going to get a good teacher to teach me how to do it. So that'll be fun. That'll be fun. Learning stuff. I like learning stuff.
I do too.
Of course, I hope the person that's going to teach me doesn't get frustrated with me.
You might have some bald spots.
Like trying to build a certain place yeah. don't know how to do.
Mhm. Exit left. What?
Thank you, LaDonna.
Madonna's so funny. She cracks me up. Yeah, man. What's for
I
breakfast?
love LaDonna. LaDonna, do you want to come up for a little bit? Or are you still driving? Don't live and drive. I've heard.
Right?
Don't go up to a panel and while you're driving. She has though. She's been on my panel while she's driving. Love it. She showed me she came up on my panel one time and showed me the tiny house community
Uh-huh.
and where she is. That's freaking cool.
Hey,
Awesome.
Amanda.
Hi, Amanda. Love you.
Oatmeal. Oh, you know what? I have oatmeal, Narnie. That sounds good. And you know what? It's easy.
Making Amanda moderator.
Banana nut oatmeal. Yum. Saying hi while you work.
Oh, that's okay, Amanda. I just made you a moderator. I hadn't seen you in a while, so yeah, there you are. Yeah, moderator. You can be my
Con
eyes and ears.
What's con hair? I
Even
don't
though I'm not a Con Hair fan. What's Con Hair?
I don't
What
even
is that?
I don't
Kanye? Is that Kanye?
know. I don't know what
What? What is it?
I
I
don't
don't know what this. I have no idea what that is.
I don't know. Yeah, I was watching I fell down this I guess
Rabbit hole.
she's not just a Victoria's Secret model, she does modeling for everyone, but
Oh, are you
absolutely
talking to
beautiful
me?
girl. Can't remember her name, but she and another Victoria's Secret model swapped food for a day. So like she would cook for the other model would cook for her, and she made this oatmeal in the morning that looked amazing. And I want to go back and look at it and see what she made because it really looked good. And the other model was saying it tastes like dessert for breakfast. That would be, but it was like so heavy and dense that it would keep you full for like most of the day. Oh, yeah. Busy hospitals. They were saying this morning that the COVID numbers are off the chart. And I think Utah was really, really bad, and their hospitals are full. And they have so many trying to get into the hospital because they're sick, but they can't, they don't have any room. So I don't know what's up with that. I was going to look into that some more. A Bernie fan was hoping, but anyway. Oh, con hair. I got you.
I'm always listening. My hospitals are very busy, so I'm working a lot. Okay, sweetheart. I like Amanda. She came up on my panel a few times.
Yep.
She needs to come up again, Amanda.
Oh,
She's gorgeous. She's gorgeous. She's really, really pretty. What is it you have, Amanda? She's got some kind of condition. I can't remember what it is.
she's gorgeous. That's what's wrong. She's
No, yeah, 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 that too. She does have some kind of a condition, and I can't remember. I think it's got something to do with her brain. COVID's second wave is much worse than the first wave. We're flying patients in from surrounding states. Goodness,
wow.
that's disheartening.
Yeah, but how are they flying them in
I don't know.
on big commercial jets with like people in them?
I live in an area with the most COVID reports. Where's that, Narnie? If you don't want to dox yourself, that's okay, but I'm just wondering. Yeah, we don't want to say that word. That's the C word. No, not me. No conditions. Okay, it wasn't you. It's someone else that comes in here.
Devastatingly beautiful.
She's devastatingly beautiful. That's
Just
true.
diagnosed you.
That is true.
So when
That is
people
true.
ask you now, Amanda, tell them
If you have a condition.
that she said medical jobbers.
Yeah. And Carla told me. I remember she came up on my panel and I'm like, holy cow, this girl is gorgeous.
Statewide, 900 a day.
Ooh.
See, I would love to live in Montana. That's my dream state. Other than other
In
than
Montana.
Tennessee. I mean, if I'm gonna like seriously go retire somewhere and
I think
like
we
win
talked
the
about that.
lottery and win a bunch and buy a bunch of land and go totally homesteading or whatever,
Hmm.
that's where I would go is Montana. Winters are rough, but
I
you know.
found a new channel too, and she's a homesteader, and
Mhm.
she's got 9 children, and she's got the 10th on its way. But she does, you know, like they've got a farm,
Yeah,
so they have chickens
which
and
is the same.
goats
Right.
and but she does these meals and she does like these freezer meals and she does them ahead of time. Like she
Yeah,
did like 12 dozen eggs and because she's got a big family and
right.
she freezes these. She has breakfast meals frozen and she has dinner, lunch meals frozen, but she makes them in en masse.
Mhm.
And
Well, I think the biggest thing, the difference between us and the people that came before us is they knew how to prepare for things better than we do. Like they really were prepared for a rainy day most of the time. Like not my mom's generation so much, but the generation before that and the
Mhm.
generation before that, because a lot of them did, well, here anyway, live off the land and they had farms and they knew how to put things back for later, you know?
And
So,
that's how what she does. She prepares, and
yeah.
because she's preparing for when she has this baby. So
Mhm.
she's got all these meals prepared. So they basically all they have to do is take these things, breakfast meal,
And
the
heat 'em
lunch
up.
meals out of the freezer and just heat them up. They're all done. They're all finished. And it is such a cool channel. And she gets mostly everything, not everything, but mostly everything she gets. Like she made these banana or it was banana,
Oh my
it was
gosh.
banana
Life is a gym. There's a couple in Michigan that has 14 boys.
and one girl. Oh my
The
God.
oldest boy is 28. No, hell no. Can you imagine 14 boys?
Can you
Oh,
imagine having 14 brothers?
well, the good thing about 14 boys is you could still function with just a couple of bathrooms because they'll just go
That's true.
outside, you
Yeah,
know,
they'll just go
off the
outside
back
and pee.
porch.
Not only that, they don't spend as much time in the bathroom as girls do.
I don't know. Wait, hold on now. I don't know about that. I've been married twice, and both of those men could spend twice as long getting ready to go anywhere than me.
Actually, my husband is
He
the same
does.
way. You should see when he takes a shower, I swear there's no hot water left.
Mhm.
And we've got one of those huge water tanks, but
Yep.
he takes like 25-minute showers.
Yeah.
I get in there, do what I have to do, and get out. I do not waste time. I do not waste a lot of energy going in the shower. I mean, why?
I think that if we did win, well, when we do win the lottery, Mike's going to take like 15 showers a day because he's a germaphobe.
Oh, so
No,
is my
you just
husband.
come back inside. You are not going back out.
So is my husband. My husband, Mike, and my husband are brothers from different
They
mothers.
are.
I
I think they're
swear to
twins.
God. He'll even ask me, and it'll piss me off to no end. I'll be in the kitchen making something, that I have to do with my hands. And he'll go, "Did you wash your hands first?" I'm like, "What in the actual? Do you think I just go to the bathroom, wipe my butt,
I
and
would
then
I
come up
would
here
stick
and
my
make
hands
your
down my
food?"
pants and then just
Oh my
whatever.
God, it irritates me. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Of course, I spend half my day washing dishes and doing laundry, and I've got my hands in freaking soapy water all day long.
Right?
That's why I got such like dried out hands. And he has the gall to ask me if I wash my hands before I do this or before I make a salad,
How do
before I
you
do this. I'm like, God damn it. Yes.
how do you go anywhere with 14 kids? Because the average
Oh, I
vehicle
don't know.
seats what? 7, 8?
You would
I
have
mean,
to
you'd
have
have to have like
a
big
mini
SUV.
bus. You'd
Yeah,
have to have a mini bus.
or like one of those big vans, commercial van.
Well, you know how I watch the how they redo these school buses.
Mhm.
There's families that have 6 children and 3 dogs, and they do their Christmas and
But I'm just talking about going to the
everything.
store or going to the movies or going shopping or, just down the road.
Hey, LaDonna.
Living in a bus. I'm talking about traveling.
Good morning,
Like,
guys.
Hi, LaDonna.
hey, what you doing, sweet
Now,
girl?
y'all were talking about me. What were y'all saying? That I was funny looking.
No, I said you came up
Never.
with our amazing name for our community.
I'm just messing with you.
Yes. You did come up with the stale donut community. So, there's that.
Well, there's nobody else who has this name, so
I
you
don't
can't
think
say we stole
anybody
it.
else has the stale donut community, to be honest with you.
I don't know
I think
what you're barking at. Those are baseball gloves. In
I
a
love
window.
Shack, Sugar Shack. Good morning.
Good
So what's
morning.
going on, LaDonna?
Well, every time I think to pick a day to do the live stream where I'm show you the community, I'm trying to wait for a day where it's pretty outside. Like today, it's overcast and it just looks like gloom.
Like human caca.
Gloom and doom.
Yeah, it's
Kind of like your
overcast.
weather, kind of like your weather in Texas with all the
Yeah,
hurricanes.
but I need to send you a link in Discord because I found this other community over in the only problem with it is it's in the Pacific Northwest, you know, uh non-Trump friendly area. But anyway, but this community looked like it would be an awesome concept to emulate or to be inspired by because this community had vintage trailers that are
Huh?
Airbnbs. So you could come and check out the tiny house community and experience the tiny house experience without having to, do the investment. So you could shop and check it out and see if it's your lifestyle.
That's pretty cool.
That is cool. Yeah.
And
And
then,
I've seen a few
uh-huh.
of those actually. Yeah, where you can
Well,
try
this
it
one
out
is
first.
actually on the coast, but it's on the part of a coast that's not like highly touristy.
Uh-huh.
So you're right close to the beach. And what was awesome is this place was an abandoned factory I think it was an abandoned a big farm, a big greenhouse farm.
Uh-huh.
So he took the existing buildings and some of them he turned them into a community center. So here you are, you live in a tiny home, but if you want to go and gather, they had these areas where you can watch TV. There was these areas where you could go and hang out in the library there. So they had like 4 or 5 different areas, and there was a community garden. I think they had bicycles. So it's a true community. It's not just like maybe you got a washateria and a fire pit like in this one near me, but they had the space, to
Morning,
do this
Tawanda.
concept. Now I wouldn't know what the rent would be there because I mean, if you're more amenities, more money,
Right.
but still, the idea of it is you could even do it if even in baby steps.
Was it
But
in
he also
Texas or
said,
Pacific Northwest?
no, this was on the Pacific Northwest.
Because Tawanda was asking where, because she's in the Pacific Northwest.
Um, I'll send the link later. It's a channel that I'm trying to remember. I think it's a channel that shows alternative lifestyles, like living in a yurt, the
Yeah.
round tent like,
Here.
um, container homes.
I
This
love
So
those. I love those yurts. There's another
yeah,
the
so I'll
Jason
send you the
is
link.
really cool.
This is a really cool channel. They interview people that shows their alternative lifestyle, like living in a school bus or different
Hmm.
varieties, and what
That's
and
cool.
how people integrate them to make a lifestyle out of it, whether they go into farming or they use it to do whatever. So
Hmm.
I do enjoy channels like that, not just tiny houses.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
do
tried
too.
to.
Like I watched the whole thing, like homesteading channels,
Mhm.
and yeah, the tiny house. The tiny house, I mean, by far is my favorite.
See,
Like
for
I
me,
seriously
uh-huh.
could live in a tiny house. I could.
Now I wouldn't be able to live in a tiny house, but we rented this cabins that were very small 1 bedroom cabins with a full kitchen and bath. Now I could find myself living in that easily. I mean, it's still under 600 square feet, so it's its footprint. They want to call it carbon footprint, but still be very minute considering most people live in a at least usually 1,000 square foot home minimum. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
I don't
Well, see, the smallest or the biggest I would want to go is, and this is just me myself, because it's just me and my husband, is 500 square feet. Oh,
I don't know if
Okay.
I could do it. I don't know if I could.
oh, I could. In a minute. In a minute.
I hate to be a kind of a bleh, but when we lived in Round Rock, we had a 2,600 square foot house. But the reason I liked that house is because the upstairs was where my husband's office was. I
Mhm,
never saw him here in this
Yeah,
house,
it's like you have two
which is
separate houses.
mhm,
well, upstairs it had a bathroom and he kept a mini fridge up there. So
Uh-huh.
the only time I would see him would be like at lunchtime when he would come down and eat lunch with me. But here, the house is like 2,100 square feet, but his office is right off, behind the right in the front and by the kitchen.
Uh-huh.
So
mhm.
every time I turn around, he's up in my grill, as they call it,
In
and
my
you're like,
grill.
yeah.
Ghetto
I
LaDonna.
listen. I listen to too much rap music.
Ghetto LaDonna. I fell down
Oh
the
my
rabbit
God.
hole watching Gwen Stefani last night. The videos I've never seen because I never followed her.
Oh my God, the love story she had with that guy in the band and the sad breakup.
Uh-huh.
Oh my God, that was so heart wrenching to see the passion in their music. But it was kind of awesome that they could keep it together despite the breakup.
Yeah.
If I remember everything, I used to follow the. That's one of the few things I miss about cable was shows like behind the scenes from the music channel
Mhm.
and some of those. But other than that,
But
I don't
can't you
miss
get
it.
that on YouTube now or Hulu?
Probably,
True
probably.
Hollywood Stories. I used to watch that all the time.
Yeah, I used to like those TV channels, but I don't miss the $100 cable bill at
I'm,
all.
I'm way true crime.
No.
I like to watch all the autopsies of the dead stars.
Oh God.
Well, I'm the weirdo. I'll be watching the Ancient Aliens, Paranormal Files,
Oh yeah.
haunted
You go down
houses,
that
Awesome day,
but
Tawana.
I can
the
find those on
lizard
YouTube.
people. I always call them the
Uh,
lizard people. What is it? The
oh, yes,
what do you
Queen
call them?
Elizabeth is a reptilian.
A
Reptile.
reptilian. I can never remember that freaking name. A reptilian.
Reptile. Think of
Bye,
reptile.
Tawanda. Have a great day. Make me some of those. One of these days, I want to find that link to
Bye,
her and get
Tawanda.
some of her.
Thanks for coming in.
I would like to get some of her homemade. Her stuff sounds phenomenal that
Yes.
she makes. I would
Yes.
like to get the link one day uh, to her business and be able to order some of that stuff because I think that would be great ways to get gifts for my family members without doxing who my family members are, but my parental one of my
Units.
parental
Hey,
units.
Ginger Locks mom.
Hey, are you out of the doctor's? Nice to see you. I hope everything's good with your daughter. I
Your
really do.
your parental units. That's what they used to call them in the Coneheads. Remember
Um,
the
well, one
parental
of my
unit?
others, yeah. Well, I'm a big reader, so one of my favorite little guilty pleasures is reading what they call young adult, like college romances or high school romances. I got caught up in. I loved. Come on, I loved. That's why I'm a goofball. I loved Harry Potter,
I do
and
too. I love Harry Potter.
I loved the Harry Potter, and I know it sounds weird, but I did like the Twilight series because I liked that high school. It was kind of like the teenage angst. It was something pulls me. I'll read it because you know what? It makes me think back to my high school of, oh my God, I remember how we were so goofy over the silliest things.
Yep. Yep.
If I could go back to my teenage self, what would you tell yourself? If you could go back right now to your teenage self, what would you tell yourself?
Absolutely none of this shit matters.
I think I would tell myself that way too. I'd
Well,
be saying,
and I'll tell you how none of it matters is okay. So I've been out of high school. Y'all shut up. No comments from the peanut gallery. I
100 years.
graduated in 1983. Okay.
You graduated in 83?
Yeah.
Wait. You mean to tell me you are 54 years old?
55.
You are so old.
I know. I know, right?
I'm
But
gonna be
so
pushing your wheelchair soon,
I
huh?
I hung out with like the oddballs, like that didn't fit in with the
Uh-huh.
cheerleaders or the jocks or all that kind of stuff.
Well, can I give you a little
Don't tell
FYI?
me don't get pregnant, Arnie said.
Yeah. I
Well, but here,
graduated I graduated the year after you.
Oh
So
yeah, you're ancient.
that's why I'm having fun messing with you.
Ancient Chinese secret. Yeah, you were like we kicked y'all around down the halls and stuff, but I didn't really
Uh-huh.
fit in with anybody. I felt like I was with the oddballs or whatever, which was a pretty cool little group. But whenever it was, a little while back, we had a reunion and everybody was freaking out and sending me all kinds of Facebook crap. Please come, you've got to come. And I'm like, y'all didn't even know me. You didn't know me then. You surely don't know me now. But I guess they
Uh-huh.
follow me on Facebook and I'm quite the comedian. So I guess they think I'm going to make the place fun, which I didn't end up going. I've never been to any of them. I don't really have any desire to go. There's some still great people in there. I've had to block a few people because they're just really obnoxious, but um, I just find it funny that, however many years down the road, all of a sudden you're an important person. And I don't know how that happened.
You know what I would tell myself? I would tell
Mhm.
myself, go color your hair purple if you want to.
Uh-huh.
And when you get out of high school, don't go to college for a while. Go and learn how
Exactly.
to learn a trade. See, when I went to high school, they paid you could go to, if I knew what I knew now, I would have gone to the beauty school thing they had
Hmm.
because you know what? A friend of mine, she basically financed her way through college by cutting hair on the side. When she was going to school full time, she would do it full time in the summer, and then
Hmm.
she would cut her hair for like $5 in her dorm. So
Yeah.
if she needed $100, she would cut hair for a couple of sessions, and everybody would line up and
Yeah.
get her hair because she would cut your hair in under 10 minutes for $5. That
Yeah.
was a steal.
But yeah, I would tell
So
myself that. Although I will say this, because my first college experience, let's put it that way, was Middle Tennessee State University. Mitsu. Yeah, baby. And I pretty much drank for a year.
oh,
It was educational. I'm not going to say it wasn't. I didn't really attend very many classes at
uh
all,
huh.
ever. Because I was too tired the next day. There's that. But yeah, I would if you're like seriously, everybody needs to spend 1 year in college just being an idiot and then drop out and then do a trade and then go back to college
I
for a
did do
profession.
that, but my other thing is if you want to go to school but you don't really have the money, these days your first really seriously, your first 2 years of college are all basics,
Yeah.
that you're going to take at any college.
Yeah.
That's why instead, I mean, I understand you want the freshman dorm experience possibly,
Yeah, that was
but if
fun.
you're really not into, but I mean, if you're kind of a level-headed kid and you're not really into partying and you're more of a stay-at-home person, then
Hmm.
do your first year of school online or go to a junior community college.
Yep.
If you really don't find yourself being that big of a big party animal or really truly
Right.
don't care about, and there's a lot of people like that. So I usually
Yep.
say, why spend $20,000 at a university when you can spend 5,000 at a junior college for at least that first year? But
Shit.
that's just my personal experience and opinion.
And don't think that you have to spend $10,000 a semester at a school. I'm sorry. You're going to get the same education down the street. The only difference is going to be at the end of the day on that diploma, the name of the school. And trust me when I tell you, people don't give a shit unless you're going to go to work for some prestigious law firm or, accounting firm, or, I mean, you're really wanting that in your
Right.
life.
If you're going to be,
But if you want
because
to be a CPA in your little hometown, or a lawyer in your little hometown, it doesn't freaking matter. I've got friends that in Louisiana that went to Southern, okay, and Southern is a
mhm.
predominantly black school. They went their entire damn near didn't pay for college because they went on a minority scholarship and they were white. So there's that. I'm just saying, be creative, get it as cheap as you can, and just go get the diploma and then go
Let
to
me tell
work.
you why you should go as cheap as you can, because these days, even if you get your BS or your
Yep.
bachelor's,
Yep.
most time these days, most companies are now starting to want you to have a master's.
Yep.
So my thing is not only if you're going to have to bite the bullet and go to 4 year school and get a bachelor's degree, you might want to actually save as much tuition money as you want, because if you're going to do the continuing master's or even go up to doctorate, because I'll tell you right now, if you want to be a doctor or a law school, go to law school, you're going to spend easily $150,000 to $200,000 by the time it's all over. by the time you do all your practicums and your
Mm-hmm.
internships, because you got to support yourself while you're doing an internship. You can't have a job and be an intern
Yeah, see,
plenty
Narnia's
of
daughter
times.
went to community college the first
I'll be right back.
3 years.
I'm on the phone with my doctor.
Okay. And then graduated her senior year at Amherst. There you go.
Well,
And
I was going to say,
the TI bill too will save you a fortune if
the
you're
other
lucky
thing
enough
I
to
would
have that.
tell myself if I was at that age is go backpack across the US. Back then, I would do I
Right.
wouldn't I don't know if I would do it now, but back then I would have learned, like I said, maybe if not learn a trade, learn how to, bartend
Hmm.
and backpack across Europe or backpack across the United States like back then.
Hmm.
Because you know what? Sometimes it's the experiences you get from traveling. These days, I'd be kind of scared to travel right now, but back in the 80s, that would have been a great time to do it before social media existed.
Right. And put down your social media. That would be my other thing. If you're going to spend the time in high school, God, I would love to tell every parent I know, do not give your children social media until they graduate from high school. It's like a car, you know?
Guess what?
What?
Mine don't have anything but um, YouTube to watch video games, and they do that through my husband's control account.
Uh-huh.
And it's just to watch video games and stuff.
Yep.
And that's about it. They do not, we said, nope, no Facebook, no this, because what you put out there is permanent. And I bet you there's going to be a lot of kids down the road that put some really silly stuff, and it will one day haunt them, you
Yeah.
know, because
Yeah.
they didn't have the maturity. Because hate to say it, what's out there, even if you think you've deleted it, somehow it might be out there caught up somewhere.
Yep.
Somebody might have copied it. That silly picture you took of yourself, a selfie at a frat party where you're acting goofy, it
Half
could come
naked
back to
and
haunt
drunk
you.
and throwing up and some jock
Hmm.
folding your hair. Yeah, those.
That's why I'm so glad that when I was being a stupid freshman, some of this, I wasn't super crazy, but I was like you. I had that one year where I was kind of goofy and stupid.
Uh-huh.
I'm so glad the only pictures that are there are pictures that I have that I can destroy myself.
Right.
They're not out on somebody's social media, you know, and stuff like that.
See, Donnie, that's a good idea. Your kids didn't get the cell phone until they got their first job. My ex-husband bought my daughter a cell phone and a car the same week, and he bought her a standard, and she had never driven a standard.
Oh
Like,
no,
do you want
no,
to kill her because I'm not making any more? I'm
oh
like,
no.
no.
She's. I hope she
Oh,
was
she wrecked
good.
the car within 2 weeks.
Oh no, oh no. Don't tell me it was a brand new car too.
Oh, no, 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 no.
Okay.
But that's just, I think crazy. It's why would you do that?
Uh huh.
She can't walk and chew gum at the same time. What are you doing? It's like, uh, I don't
Well, we went ahead and got our kids. We're talking about an inexpensive phone. I mean, like $100 phone.
right.
But my son has to mow the yard, and that's he has to do things. He has to do certain chores because it's under $20 a month for each phone, and my daughter has a phone too.
Yeah.
But they both do extra chores on top of that, and plus they have to keep their grades above a B.
I wouldn't
So
mind going and getting like, I don't know, if they're older teenagers or whatever.
I'm talking $100 phone. I'm not talking about
No,
anything
I'm
over the
talking about
top.
like a flip phone where you can text and you can call and that's it. Not anything,
Um,
no smartphones. I could do that so that they could get to me in an
well,
emergency.
let me tell you why it's good for them to have smartphones. My problem is they do a lot of after school, tutoring
Mhm.
or activities. So I need to be able to know when I can go pick them up because to be honest with you, I live 5 minutes from both their schools. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to sit up there for 20 minutes and wait for them when they can just send me a text like, "Hey, mom, we'll be done in
But
10
you
minutes."
could
That
do
way,
that. You could do that on a regular flip phone because you had text
well,
feature and call feature. But the smartphone where you can have access to the internet, that's where I would like shut it down.
Well, the thing is, the schools these days now before this year, because they now gave everybody a Chromebook. But before that, the kids could use their iPads, their phones, or whatever
Uh-huh.
to do some of their work in class.
Right.
You know, so that was one advantage. But to me, my kids are not name brand
Yeah.
clothes
Yeah.
droppers.
Yeah.
They're not into. They've never really been into. So for me, for them to have a smartphone, even if it is like an LG or whatever, I'm not gonna worry about it because there's worse things in life that they could be pushing on me to get them $100, $200
Yeah.
Nikes or something, which
True.
they don't.
True.
But as you say, everybody has their own parenting style, their parenting choices. So who are we to really judge other people? But advice like social media and delaying that kind of stuff,
Just the
that's just
fact
our
that you
advice
want
to
them to
you.
look up from time to time, you know?
Right.
Just look up, you know? Let me see your face. I'm tired of seeing the top of your head. And I've memorized how your part is in your hair. So that's good. But yeah, I want to see your face, you know? That's what young
Uh,
too.
Well, our
there's a,
granddaughter has a iPhone,
Hmm.
and
uh-huh.
she spent 2 days crying because someone unfriended her
Yeah. See,
on
pressure,
Instagram.
man, pressure.
She was like devastated that this girl unfriended her. And we're like, it's not a big deal, but it was a big deal for her, and she's only 10.
Oh
Hmm.
wow. Okay. See, mine
Only 10. She
mine
was
were at
devastated.
least well, mine were 12 and 13, so
Right.
before they got there. So I mean, there's a
But
little bit more but 10, no, that's
yeah,
still yeah, that way I could see at 10 being
because and you
devastated.
couldn't and you couldn't tell her, well, it happened. You get into an argument with someone and that's what they do. They unfriend you. And then, it'll be okay in like a week or whatever. But she was devastated. Devastated.
Well, at that age, friendships and
Yeah.
little puppy loves are
Because I don't know what I
so
did, but and it was a mistake. I guess the girl had unfriended her accidentally, or I don't know what it was. If it was Instagram, it was one of those things that they talk to each other on. But oh, and it was a mistake. But for
yeah,
3 days, she cried about this stupid unfriending,
right.
and
The
nobody
other
could tell her like, okay,
right.
get over it. Mm-mm. She just didn't understand.
See, we were talking about what would we tell our teenage selves as an adult if we could go back and give ourselves advice. The other one I would tell everybody is your words have power. You have the ability. We do not. Sometimes we forget how strong our words can be. Like if I was, you get mad at somebody and you say you're such, you're having a bad day. You say you stub your toe and you see somebody that you're just angry and you wouldn't think about it, but because you're mad, you go, you're an asshole. And you know what? That person will remember that you called them an asshole, but 2 or 3 days later, you forgot all about it. And then when you go to wave hello to them and they give you a dirty look, you're like, whoa. So we people need to remember we can build people up or we can tear people down with just a few words. So honestly, as a human beings, we need to remember our words have power, and we need to be really judicious about how we use our tongue, because like the Bible says, your tongue is a weapon. So you need to make that choice of how to use it and utilize it.
Babe Beauty, that's awesome. That is the good side of technology because you can see exactly what your kids are doing on their phone, even if they delete it. And you know how fast they're driving and where they are. So
My
that is
husband, that's my husband. He's Mr. Decoder.
and good morning, Babe Beauty. Yeah, see, I would like to have that if I had teenage kids. I would love to have that.
You know what? There might be even some
Morning,
adult
baby
kids that
beauty.
need them. Sometimes you
Yeah,
might even need to do it with your young adult kids,
true.
especially
Especially
if
if
they
you're
live with
paying their
you.
insurance and and they're
Well,
living with you. Yeah,
well, I just say this, but as long as you're on my insurance and you live under my house, even if you're 22 or 23, because I've already told my kids, you know what, as long as you're going to school or you're working full time and you just want to stay home, I don't care. But as long as you're contributing,
right,
as if you're going to school full time and you pay your basic bills. Because with rent being $1,000 walking out the door,
right.
I mean, to be honest with you, my kids are very quiet homebodies, so I could see them staying here until they're 22, 23. Get themselves established,
Right.
so that way when they start out, because once they're an adult and they're out there, they're out there. They're on their
Yep.
own to a
Yep.
point.
Yep.
I mean, even if I had the financial means to quote save them, I'm not going to save them because you know
You don't
that you
learn.
don't learn unless you learn to float.
You scrape your knees a few times, you figure out how to manage that bicycle, don't you? Just saying.
Yeah, but but I'm not talking about shoving them out the door when they're 18, like some
No.
sad kids get shoved. I mean, I'm talking about get established, get yourself financially to a place where you got some savings
The
and
I'll tell you the one
credit.
that really kills me is watching these parents, God love them, that are, my
Mhm.
age, and they have kids that are at home, and
Mhm.
they you save all this money for them to go to college, right? And they know it, right? So they go to college,
Mhm.
they make decent grades, but then they can't decide what they want to do. And they linger in college for 6 or 8 years just to get a bachelor's degree. And then they have like
Uh.
17 minors and whatever. And it's like, really?
Mm.
Are you kidding me? Do something, decide, make a decision and go, you know, those are the ones that kill.
Well, I I have one. My daughter is a gifted artist, and she already knows that she's going to go to the art institute somewhere
Mm-hmm.
because she already knows that whatever she does is going to be in an artistic. She's thinking animation, digital art,
Mm-hmm.
something. So to me, I'm kind of relieved that one of my kids kind of has a major idea of what they want to do with themselves. So that gives them the ability to start focusing and sharpening their skills because she loves it. So I know that whatever she does, if it's in that field, she will be
Right.
happy.
And those that choose a field that isn't like a ready job, you know what I mean? Like art. Because I love
Hmm.
art. I've always been passionate about art and music.
Hmm.
And those aren't things that really take off the minute you get out of college, like
Hmm.
nursing or something like that, or teaching. So
Right, but these days,
I wouldn't have a problem,
social. I
if
mean, we can only imagine what social media is going to be like in 10 years, 15
you,
years when she is at the age where she can enter the workforce. I mean, it can only still going to need as long because you have to have an imagination. No robot, no artificial AI can replicate the American, the human imagination.
right.
So you will always need those creative people, no matter how close to the Jetson age we get. You will still need that creativity for brainstorming. So I'll
Hmm.
just say that. That's the only thing I will say about the future that I know is we will always need that human creativity to
Exactly.
keep us inspired, to keep our humanity human.
Well, it's kind of scary when everybody jumps on the AI bandwagon and think that computers or technology are our answer to everything because for every great thing, it has a bad side too. And I think
Okay,
we forget
Did
that.
you have, when you were in grade school, did you have computers?
Nope.
no,
Did
we
you
had
learn how,
encyclopedias.
did you learn how to write cursive?
Yes, ma'am.
Of
They're
course
not
we had
learning
to.
that
You know
anymore.
what? Oh no, okay, here's what you got me on one of my little pet peeves. They stopped it right before my son would start learning it. And guess what? Now that my children are past elementary school,
They're bringing it back.
re put it back into the school recently. Talk
Welcome
about
back, Joy.
ticked off like a.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of am determined this next summer of maybe forcing my kids to learn at least how to write their name in cursive.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? At least that part.
Yep. See, I would have loved to have majored in history, Jim.
See,
I love
if
history.
I had, and that's the other thing is my parents basically tell me if I didn't go to school to be in business, that they would not pay for mine. If I had known what I know now, I would have said, Mom, Dad, I love you. But when it comes to my future,
Mm-hmm.
sorry, but y'all can go jump in the lake. In that one area, I would tell my parents basically, get the F out of my face. Because if I had listened to my guts, I would have gotten my degree in history. And I probably would be sitting in Egypt doing Egyptology.
Right. See,
Seriously.
my
Because
original major was mass communications, and I kind of wish I would have stuck with it.
or I would have gone to England and I would probably be in a little cottage somewhere writing about the most obscure of history, but I'd probably be happy being my little hobbit, enjoying
Right.
myself. I
Where
mean,
did
I
you
might be
did you
writing about
meet your husband here or in Australia?
My husband moved here. His parents immigrated to here when he was 13.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I was
So,
wanted to ask you that.
but my sister-in-law was at that age where she was like close to her last year of school, high school.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
So she basically came over here too, but she finished school back. We're talking, I don't know what year his was exactly, but she finished her schooling by mail. But as
Mhm.
soon as she was able to, right, as soon as she graduated, she asked for a ticket and she went back to Australia, and she's has not been back since. And but they go every couple. Now until recently, now that they're older,
Mhm.
um, we have only seen her. We haven't seen her. We saw she had visited over here about a year ago
Mhm.
for her career,
Mhm.
because she was able. Ironically, she went for a new job and they're in Texas, but she works for their Australian branch. But she's not. If COVID had not existed, she would have already been back here like twice to visit us. But we'll have to see. Now that everybody does a lot of that training and meetings by stream yards, and
Mhm.
they've learned the wonders of live streaming and that type of stuff.
Mhm.
Probably won't do that much. You'll probably see a trend of everybody just doing like they're doing right now,
Yeah.
even if
Hmm.
I tell
COVID's
you,
ever over.
I went to go look
So,
at some property in on Lake Livingston
uh-huh.
about 4 months ago, 3 months ago, something like that,
Hmm.
and met with a realtor. And she brought a friend of hers who is very Irish, redheaded Irish lady. Oh my God,
Hmm.
she was amazing, funny as hell. She was married to an American, moved here, married an American. Um,
Uh-huh.
they got a divorce, and she met at the airport in Houston her now husband, who is also Irish and from the same town she's from.
Really? But they live here?
Yeah. And she met him.
Wow.
Isn't that creepy? Small
That is
world,
creepy.
teeny tiny world.
You know what's creepy is my husband, because he came over here when he was 13 and he started at high school, obviously. He's lost his accent. So I only hear it when he's mad at me or he's very, very tired. But then when I hear my sister-in-law and he talks to her for just say a little while, sometimes it'll kick back in for a short while and I'll be like, talk to your sister more.
Go get that accent quick. What are these dogs barking at? Like they don't have anything to
Um,
bark at. There's nothing going on
I'm
in my
still
neighborhood.
Yeah, I'm still driving around. I don't drive very often. This car doesn't even have 26,000 miles on it, and it's a 2012. So I feel like every
Dang,
once in a while.
you go
Well, I
north
bought it from, it's one of those, you remember the little old lady from Cincinnati,
from Pasadena.
Pasadena
Yeah.
type story?
Yep.
No, my mom-in-law decided she needed a new car. She had to have a new car. So I was like, okay, let me buy your old car. Because I knew it didn't have. I bought it from her for what the trade-in value was. The car didn't even have 19,000 miles, and I've had it for 3 years, and I still haven't even rolled 26 yet. Because I just drive to the kids to school and the local grocery store. And but I'm going to start putting miles on it because me and a friend are going to start maybe trying to do little Texas videos.
I'll tell you, my mom, when my dad died,
Uh
the
huh.
last car that he bought her, oh God, was a two-tone pink Cadillac Seville, the big ones with the kicked in butt. Remember the old
Like
those?
the Mary Kay looking ones.
No, it was a beautiful pink, but it was
Oh, okay.
nonetheless pink. It was like a champagne frosted pink on the top and like a plum on the bottom. And the
Huh.
interior was like a grape. It was a really weird. They were pretty colors, but it just was pink. Okay, at the end of the day,
Mhm.
it was still pink. And but he bought her that, and I'll never forget. He had been gone for like I think a year, and he had gotten it for her 3 years before. Okay,
Mhm.
and he never ever ever let her drive over 2 years in any vehicle, and they were normally Cadillacs. So I get this phone call, and I'm living in Tennessee. She's living in Texas, and she's bawling. I mean, sobbing. I'm like, what is wrong? She goes, I don't know what to do about my car. I said, is it broken? She said, no, but I've had it too long, and your dad would have never let me drive a car this long. I'm like, real world problems here. Seriously, I'm trying to figure out how to pay rent, and we're having this discussion for real. Are you kidding me? Yeah. But she would put, oh my God, the miles she would put on a car in 2 years. But we were back and forth to Texas all the time.
Uh-huh.
And she drove. She drove everywhere. She loved to drive. Still does.
Can
Try,
I I want to break a myth. I am so mad. I get mad when I hear people. Did y'all know that I have a companion with me?
no,
Have y'all heard anything from
no,
anything with
no,
besides me?
no. Who's your companion?
Hey, Lulu,
Oh, your
has
baby's in
anybody
the car?
yeah, has anybody heard her?
No.
Look at that. So I just want to demystify that not all chihuahuas are ankle biters, yappers. Some of them are actually very well behaved
Look how
and
cute she
sweet.
is.
Just saying.
Oh my
She's got her she
gosh.
has a she's got her she's got her dog collar safety leash thing on.
Uh-huh.
It's a deal you put around the head deal,
Uh-huh.
and it's her little it's her little so if I have an accident she doesn't go flying.
Flying.
Just want to tell everybody,
Well, she is
demystify
not
that
my
not
pit bull. Because my pit bull, if you go under 35 miles an hour, she starts screaming like a banshee.
oh really?
She wants to go faster, Mom, faster. Oh, yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah. She wants her head out the window, hanging out, could kill us all. It's ridiculous.
No, it just cracks. I love the stories that Two Tacos talks about her dogs, and I believe them, and I crack up because I just want to just let everybody know, not all Chihuahuas or ankle biters are crazy, but they are characters. But some of them actually are very sweet natured and laid back. She is not hyper at all, whereas my Schnauzer, talk about anxiety. Ugh.
I don't know, man. My chihuahuas, I had one that was really, really good and one that was a beast.
Well, she's my first and only so far. I've never had one because I hated Chihuahua. Let me tell you the other reason why. I never thought in my day I would own a Chihuahua because I hated them for 25 years. Because I
Really?
had one rip the side of my foot off when I was 10 on a bicycle.
Ooh.
Back in the day when we all wore no helmets and no shoes
Mm-hmm.
on
Oh, yeah.
old bicycles.
Yep. Yep.
Ripped the came right out of their yard. I was in the street, on a quiet street. Ripped the side of my foot off. So I hated Chihuahuas for many years.
Yep. I don't think I've ever been afraid of any dog or like even one of my best friends growing up had a German Shepherd, like a big, big,
Hmm.
big German Shepherd. And he was wonderful. But if we play fought with her like girls do, and we were
Hmm.
wrestling or whatever in at her house, he would come
Hmm.
after us, me and my sister, because
No,
that was his
no,
person.
okay. No, remember, I didn't say I feared them. I said I hated them. I have no fear of dogs. I respect dogs. Now I have a healthy respect of I'm not going to come up to you, but I've never been scared of dogs. If you know, I've had big dogs, I've had
Mhm.
little dogs. So I'm like Carla. I grew up with German shepherds as pets. That's what I knew was German shepherds. So I grew up around dogs, and I never feared dogs. But it doesn't mean I go and, of course, pet them all.
Mhm.
But no, I've
Well, I'm
never
very
feared an
leery
animal.
of dogs I don't know, unless I know the people that own, you know what I mean?
I'm not leery of them because if they come near me, I just know that if I look them in the eye and just give them that alpha vibe of you or, but I've only been bitten one time in my whole life, and that was by this dog, this
I was
Chihuahua.
chased on a bicycle by a German Shepherd one time that was nipping at my heels. And ever since then, I'm like, oh, that scared me. That really
Right.
scared
Yeah.
me.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I've been near dogs where you're driving. I mean, you're walking down the sidewalk and they're barking at you from, don't come across my property or
Yeah.
you're coming too close. I mean, yeah, but that's just healthy. But I mean, I don't run, I'm not going to run like, no, I'll tell you, I do have a very healthy respect for bulls.
And I've never had any problems with bulls either. Horses now, I've been drugged. I've been bucked off. I've been,
Oh my
kicked.
God. I'm going to have to take a picture of this dragon. This neighborhood of mine, they have a dragon in their front yard, a big 5, 6 foot tall dragon. They put a mask on it. I was going to show it to you on camera, but I thought, oh, I don't want to dox their house, the number. But
Right.
I'm going to have to make sure I'll come and take a picture of it before they take it down. I just can't believe they put this big mat. It's probably the size of my car. I don't know if it's a blow. It's not a blow up. I don't know where they keep it, but they put a mask on it. It's a big black dragon with
Morning,
gold
Joy.
toenails and gold.
Hey,
It's
Joy.
beautiful. It's a beautiful piece of yard art.
See, my husband would have like 7 dragons in the front yard if I'd let him, because he's weird like that. We've had a lot of dogs in my family, like 20 or more. We've had 2 Great Danes, Great Danes too, 3 Chihuahuas. Chihuahuas, we have now 5 black, but getting so gray. Oh, and I like the little ones because they live longer. And that sounds really selfish to say that, but it's true. I love my
The
great big dogs,
yeah,
but
that is yeah. Great Danes is one breed I would never have because
why?
because I had a friend who had a 3-year-old Great Dane and it died from from a heart. It just dropped dead from a heart undetected heart murmur. And I've heard
Wow.
that can be a big issue with certain breeds of dogs. But
Yeah.
I mean, she cried for 2 months because it broke her heart,
Yeah.
and it was only 3 years old. And I've heard that
Lord.
that's not uncommon in certain breeds, and that's just one breed that. Well, plus the fact is, I'm not attracted to Great Danes anyway. But
Oh,
You should
thank
see
you,
the
Lord.
dog that Misdemeanor wants.
what
Oh,
is it?
wow.
A Cane Corso.
I'll have to
Yeah.
look it up.
It
I'll have to
looks
look
like
it up. I've
it's like
never
a
heard of it. I
it's like
think
a
I've seen
ginormous
them.
pit bull. It's mastiff. It's an Italian mastiff.
Oh, okay. It's a huge
Yep.
dog.
Yep.
Like it needs its own bedroom, its own zip code.
Not that big. I don't think it's as big as my Saint Bernard, but they can get up to 155 pounds.
Hmm.
And they're just great dogs.
Do you know what both my dogs probably weigh together?
What? I know, right?
To- Toby is, I think, dripping wet, 22 pounds,
Hmm.
20, maybe 21 pounds. Lulu on a drip, she's probably barely 5 pounds. I'm just laughing because my previous dogs were both 50 to 70 pound category because they were a mixed. One was a greyhound, a black lab, and I mean, she topped out probably 71. And the other one, I think, um, Chelsea was before she died. She was our heaviest. She was like 75 to 80
Hmm.
because she was a German Shepherd mix.
Morning,
But
Cindy.
good morning, guys.
Hey,
Well, I
Cindy.
just hope I didn't dominate the conversation, or
Oh, no,
Oh,
no, no.
no, no, no. You're fine.
you
All right.
know me. I just kind of ramble,
That's
rabbit
okay. That's
hole.
what this is rambling.
Let me put it this way: the only thing I will not indulge, engage, or decimate is drama. And I think I've told everybody that until they like know that I'm the no drama, undrama. Now, I know I listen to it. I do and listen to some of it, but that's because I'm just listening to it. But, whatever I think or say, it stays in my head because my opinion can change next week. And I don't want to be one of those that I make a comment and then I'm nailed to the cross because I changed my mind down the street.
Yeah.
And my opinions are my own, I just keep them
Hmm.
to myself.
Right.
Now, I do not hold back when I'm talking about elbow.
See, I don't know any of those guys over there.
Well, if you know, I come from the Boy, and I still do basically hang out in the Boy, but I've also been hanging out in the more drama community channels. Some of them, depending on what the topic is. If you're doing a good topic about a true crime or about a social, like a social issue, I'm there and I'm listening. But even if I go in there and they're doing some kind of drama, I usually just go in there to say hi to my friends and then I move on because I don't hate watch.
Right. Yeah,
But
I don't
I have a
anymore either. When
but you
I'm
know
off
what?
there, I'm
But
off
if it's
there.
one of our boy misfits, I'm all about it because I'm sorry, but you just can't make these guys up. Birds, elbow, wrench life. You just can't make these folks up. So
I
anyway,
don't know.
Shauna knows who I'm probably talking about if she's here. Or if you've been in the Void live streams, you know who I'm talking about.
I don't know why my two little dogs, I don't say little
Uh
dogs,
huh.
but the pit and the miniature German Shepherd, they love to antagonize my older cat, and I don't know why. I don't like they stalk her, they corral her. I don't know.
Isn't that something to do with their friendly hunting activities? You know, kind of like the cat that plays with the mouse.
The prey drive.
The prey, the prey versus, maybe they're just in their own friendly way. They're, you know, pretending she's their prey.
Yep. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking. Because but it's just that cat. The other cat, oh, maybe it's just
Hi,
she
Cindy.
exudes that she's a dog.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's why they don't give her any crap because she makes them think she's a dog. Like she won't deal with their
Uh,
if they come at her, she just stands there like, "What you got?" You know?
Cats, I find them interesting, but I tried to have a cat, and I hate to say this, but the fact that I just couldn't stand the um, the kitty litter issue, and for a while there, I really was just couldn't handle the cat hair. To be
Mhm.
honest with you, I mean, cats have their place, and I love cats, and my favorite cats are barn cats because I think they're happier when they're outside, and that's just my opinion. Now, I loved my cats when I had two that lived out on my parents out in the country, and one of them's still there. The other one sadly passed away. But they can act like dogs themselves. You whistle and they come,
Yep.
and I think
My
they're
cat
happy because
does.
they're out there hunting and they're actually performing their true nature of keeping mice under control from the back cornfield that's behind my parents' house. But I'm a dog person, and to me, my dogs stay in the house with me. I don't understand these people who get a dog and then leave it outside and never take it in and socialize with it
Yeah.
or engage with it.
What with the cat?
With the dogs.
Oh, with the dogs.
But
Well,
those people who go and they get a dog and they throw it out in the backyard and they never
that
visit it other
aggravates the
than
hell out of me. That does.
right. The dog's not allowed to come in when it's hot or it's cold or it's lonely, but you never see anybody out there engaging
Oh,
with it.
I like the new name, Sweet Dorky. That's cute. I like that.
They changed
Sweet
their name.
Dorky. Yeah, she was Dorky S.
Oh,
And
I
now it's
don't see the.
Sweet Dorky.
I
I love
haven't.
that. That's too cute.
I don't know why it's not showing. Oh, okay, that's cute. I like that better
I
than
know.
Dorcas.
I know.
And I even like the
Dork
spelling.
ass.
That's cool.
Because it sounds like dork ass. You dork ass. If you're from Texas, that's what it comes out as. Just saying.
I know
Now it could be
the
Sweet
way.
Dorky.
And
Mhm.
what's funny is that people listen to us. We both have distinctively different Texas accents for Texans
Oh, yeah.
because
Yeah.
you got more of that Gulf Coast
Twang.
Well, yeah, because you got that Louisiana influence. You got that Louisiana influence.
Yes. With the
Whereas
rice and the nice and the
I'm
twice.
from the flat prairie lands.
You
Oh,
got a more
sweet Dorky.
you got a more Midwestern accent.
Love that.
Actually, that is true because I am close to Oklahoma, which we are right under Kansas. But you know what's funny is I had a mom who talks really fast. And I've been told I talk fast for a Texan. I
You
can
do?
even talk faster because my mother is one of those enunciate and talk fast.
Oh,
She cannot
dang.
abide by, hi y'all, I'm from the country. Would you like to hang out on the front porch with me? Because she's like, get it to the point, spit it out, and move on.
She doesn't hyphenate every other word or
No,
shorten it
no.
like we
And my
do.
dad's the same way
Y'all.
too.
It's
My
be
dad is
you
the same
all.
way too. So it's kind of funny. I'm from my parents are both also. We're
When
all
I
we've been here at least 5 to 7 generations, easy. And my parents are both from. They went to high school together. They were high school sweethearts. So it's really funny when I go to my cousin took me uh, to a cemetery, and she goes, "That's our great great this and our great great there on our this side and that side," and it blew my mind that there was relatives there from both of my parents in the same yard, and these were people who died like 100 years ago
Did you start
plus.
checking to see if your toes were webbed and if maybe some of those people were interrelated?
They were
Just
not
saying.
cousins, not even cousins, not even 12 cousins. They didn't have the same
No
last name.
wonder we're good swimmers.
Don't you start no rumors. That's how rumors. Remember that old song when they remember that song how rumors get started. They
Yeah.
started from blah blah blah. Don't
Uh-huh.
start no rumors, ma'am, or we're gonna have a little beef taco. And I ain't talking about Delt Taco Bell.
No, when I first moved back down here, I said, "You guys, one time. One time. That's all it took." My mother looked at me like she was going to slap the snot out of me. I
I'm
was like,
sorry, but
"Sorry,
till I die, I will say how y'all doing. But
it's
I'm gonna
y'all."
say and you know what? I say hey dudes or hey guys, whether I'm talking to girls or guys. So
Uh-huh.
don't get all if I say blah blah
But in
blah.
this part of Texas, you can't say "you guys" unless you're a Yankee. I'm just
Well, I
saying.
don't say you guys. I say y'all guys or how y'all doing.
Now it's y'all here. End of. You can't do any "you guys." Use guys. Use guys. You want to go get some pizza? You want to get a pie? And a pie is not lemon meringue. It's a
Oh, is
pita.
that? Oh, that's right. Sweet Dorky just said I sound more northern.
Yep. Yeah, that was a rude awakening. I thought, geez, I have changed a minute, haven't I?
Well, you know what was really funny is back in the '80s, you and I were in high school in the best years of the '80s music.
I
We
know,
got there
right?
right at the second. They called it the second wave of British pop.
Yep.
We got the best of the '80s music.
I think
Ace of
so.
Base.
Yes.
I mean,
Well, no, Ace
Sex
of Base was a
Pistols.
little bit. It
Oh
was
yeah,
more toward the end of the
but we
80s.
had Flock of Seagulls and Men at Work, Men Without
Jay
Hats,
Giles band. Yeah.
Euryth-
Rock out.
Eurythmics. I was more new wavy. I really didn't realize what
Freeze
I
frame.
didn't even really discover rock, real rock music until I was actually older.
Now, I'll tell
And
you,
now that's all I listen to is either rap or rock. I can't do this.
when
Uh,
I when I was in high school, we didn't really listen to a lot of we listened to some of that, but it was mostly Southern rock.
See, I didn't because um, I didn't. I listened to what was like the top 40 at the time because I used to love to listen to on Saturday mornings.
Casey
What's his
Kasem?
name?
Casey
Yeah,
Kasem?
Casey Kasem, top 40.
Yeah.
And back then because I would record it, I thought I was like really it because I would be able to record it on my boom box
Yeah.
because I had the tape cassette,
Girl,
and
I
so
had
I
this
would
on the stereo
so
with the
I would
turntable.
record Casey Kasem's top 40,
Uh-huh.
and I would play that music until I could figure out if I liked it enough because back then money was well even now. Back then when you knew that you could only spend so much money on music, you didn't want to waste your money. But back then we were also lucky because do you remember when you could go to Target and you would go in there and they would have all the top 40 music in 45s and you could buy just if you just like that one
Yeah,
song you could buy the
in the
45 for
45s,
it.
right, and you had the little disc that you put on the turntable, the little
Yeah,
white yeah, and yeah, and you could stack them in the whole 9 yards,
I
but
had
yeah, and then I had the dual cassette, and I can't believe my dad actually got me that with the, freeze frame on rollers. Yes, ma'am. Um, NSYNC, Backstreet Boys. I love them, but that was when my kids were little, and that's what I
Yeah,
was.
that was more 90s, I
Yeah.
think, late 90s. But what's amazing is I wish now I'd been able to keep them because I had Purple Rain
Oh, yeah. Oh,
on
yeah.
on I had the Purple Rain, and then I moved on to get it on, back then I got it when it was on tape cassette. But I wish now I had
Remember
my vinyl. I had my
remember
I
having
wish
all the tape cassettes and the big briefcases you would
oh
carry
it looked like
around
a
with?
oh believe me, I had the one that looked like a briefcase. I easily had two filled of those.
I know.
Oh, and then did you really? And then when we moved on to where cars had CDs inserts, we really thought we were styling. When
We were
you know
styling,
what? I
yeah.
thought I was really styling when I had that CD player with the 6 disc in the back of
Girl,
my
yeah.
car,
No, I had a
in
5
the
changer
uh, in the boot,
inside.
in the
I had
boot.
no, I didn't have it in the boot. I had a CD, disc changer in my car inside. Yeah,
Oh no,
love that car.
it's amazing. Is even my car right now? It's a 2012. I got a CD player in it,
Uh-huh.
but I don't play. I've never played a CD. But
I don't either.
what was funny is it holds my CD. It holds my phone case. It holds the thing that I put my phone in
Yep.
because my
Yep.
phone it slipped. It slipped. But it's amazing is did you know? I don't know what happened, but Google Play recently stopped playing music,
I don't
and
know.
now when you try to
I never went with them. What I did, honestly, um, I my dad was in copyright law. All right. He was a
uh-huh.
publisher.
Oh,
So
okay.
that was a big thing. It's even a bigger thing for me now than it was back then. I thought it was stupid back then. Why can't I have pirated shit? Because pirated
Mhm.
stuff, I mean, you're taping it off the radio or off of your turntable, and
Well,
you're not
Napster.
selling it. You're just,
Napster.
well, the Napster happened and and it's just gotten worse since then. But I went with Amazon to play music in my car
Mhm.
because that's who Garth Brooks went with, and initially Taylor Swift went with. I don't know who she's with now. She's lost her
Mhm.
mind or whatever. Beyonce made her own, but you could not. You were hard pressed to find Garth on anything, and I don't think you can really find him on a lot of stuff now on YouTube. You can find covers, and I even asked his producer. I said, "So what does he do? Like sit up around the clock, or have like pay people to just jerk stuff off of YouTube?" And he's like, "Probably so." Because it just doesn't need to be out there because then people can copy it and they can sell it, reproduce it, whatever. So I
Well, but here's the deal. This is my own music. This is music that I personally own. My CDs. My husband and I have one of those CD books with probably close to 500 to 600 CDs in there
mhm,
between mine and him because obviously we've had some of these CDs for over 30 years.
mhm,
But we own all these CDs. We're talking like, the old Metallica
right.
and stuff. So these are my own music files that I want to be able to play. But until recently, I could do it on Google Play. But now they're telling me I have to have a YouTube music deal, or if I download one of these apps to play my own music, they're so full of ads and whatever that I got frustrated this last week because I was disgusted that I couldn't go to the dentist and sit there and where they're drilling on my mouth and not be able to play my music straight without having to stop and say, skip ads, skip ads. And I was just
But
like,
I
okay,
mean, is
this,
it stuff that you've downloaded onto your phone from your CDs?
I know I downloaded them to my computer and then I moved them to they're my own MP3 files from music I own. And I don't do anything with it but listen to it for myself personally.
So your
Just like
MP3 player or your whoever controls your MP3 player is the one that's putting the ads on, right?
right. So what I did
That's
is I went on
gross.
Well, this is what I did. For my early Christmas present, I went to Amazon and I bought myself just an MP3 player.
Mhm,
And that's what I'm going to be doing probably later today is set it up so that when I go walking or ride my bicycle or if
mhm,
I'm getting drilled on, I want to be able to listen to my music without
right,
ads.
right,
So I'm just saying, let me replay. This is all music that I already own.
right, right,
Now, if I
right.
want to listen to new music, I listen to it on YouTube. And if I really like it, some of them I do get them off of Spotify,
Mhm.
So yes, I still buy music. But these days I like Spotify because you can buy just that one without having to buy the entire album.
Correct. However, I will say this. Y'all listen to me preach for just a second because it's
Okay,
important.
here we go. Everybody
Well,
let her get her soapbox out.
it's a passion for me because I grew up in
Uh-huh.
that industry. Okay, used to a songwriter. Nothing
Hmm.
happens without a songwriter. Nothing.
Right.
You don't have a song. Okay. So out of that one song, and let's pretend like it's a big hit, okay? You're
Hmm.
paying studio musicians, you're
Hmm.
paying an artist to sing it. If you're not the songwriter singer, you're paying someone else to sing it. You're
Hmm.
paying all the people that work in the production of that record. Plus, you're
Hmm.
paying for road musicians,
Hmm.
roadies that sets stages up, massive stages and whatnot. You're paying
Uh-huh.
because it's usually a different group that play in the studio than play on the road. Okay.
Hmm.
You're paying for their travel. One of the last person who gets paid for that song is a songwriter. And if you're paying $1.99 for a song, split
Hmm.
that all those ways and
Right.
imagine how much money they get. Nothing. And to me, honestly, I mean, everybody's like, well, yeah, but should they get paid all this? Well, listen. you enjoy it, right? It's no different than looking at a Picasso. And if it's a Picasso versus a paint by number, you're going to pay more money for that. You know what I'm saying? It's an art. It is no different than painting or um, drawing or dancing, going and watching a ballet or watching an opera. It's art. And to me, I just think that really good songwriters ought to be paid for the work that they do. And it's a lot like giving your baby away, because that's part of their soul that they're putting down on paper and sending out to you, and you happen to love it. My problem here is people like Spotify are owned by foreign companies who take probably about 75% of that $1.99, and the rest of it goes to all those people I just named. Now, if it were $1.99 split up and they got 5% of it, that would be one thing, but it's not. It's 75%, and they're getting peanuts, and it's just not okay. Now, granted, we all got kind of caught off guard by the internet and technology, and we probably should be well ahead of the game by now, but we're not, and I don't know why we're not. But they fight this in legislation in our country, in Washington, D.C., every day, trying to get a hold of it and say, copyright is copyright, and you should be able to protect that and guard it for the people that it belongs to. But we're still working on it. So just kind of keep that in mind when you go and buy things. I mean, used to, back in the day, in the 80s, you were paying what, $13 for an album, and it had 13 songs on it, right? So you're paying $1 a song. So there's that. Where did she go? Did she leave me because I'm fussing? I'm not fussing. I'm just saying I just want food for thought. That's all.
I'm here.
If you pay $11.90, hang on. $11.99 for YouTube makes sense. I had Pandora too, and I was like, "Why pay for the two?" Right? 11,000, right? But I just remember those little people who make the music, because if we don't have them, we don't have music. And I love music, and I want to see them get paid for the beautiful work that they create. And phone is dying. Oh no.
Okay, that's it. I'm logging off, boo-boo.
Okay.
So guys, I won't be back tomorrow. I got a doctor's appointment anyways tomorrow. And if I do go live this week, it'll be in the afternoon or the evening, and I will set a reminder. And that's all I just need a couple days to myself. That's all. But I love
Sounds
you
good.
all. Okay, sweetie.
All right. Love you guys in the chat. Love you, mods. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
And
thank
yes,
you for
you're
being
wonderful.
the greatest mods on YouTube. And I appreciate every single one of you.
All right.
I'll see you in a
See
little
you
bit.
later. Bye.